Very good then.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let me find where.
Wait a second, are we sure that Makoni is the oldest one here?
Yeah, I'm 30. And if you want to see the straight hair,
I miss Jay.
Yeah, I'm only 27.
you miss Jay because he could make me stop complaining about being an old fart.
Yes. And also just because of the dynamic between Nana and Neo.
Oh, Nana.
Yeah, that's true.
Just the way that Nana would like ride on his shoulder and Cadenza would get jealous.
Okay.
Oh, I miss that.
Come look here.
Okay.
Okay, so
You all are.
where we last left off.
Oh, Happy Lunar New Year. That makes me get started.
Yes. Happy Chinese New Year. I think that's what it's called. I don't know.
Lunar because Taiwan and a bunch of other countries celebrate it too, technically.
Okay.
Wait, is lunar flexation in your chat right now?
Alright. So, as you all... So where we last left off, you all had defeated the bee here. A threat that was causing much of the issues and possibly other parts that were also part of a plan developed by the hags. As you all notice after going through the body and everything that there was an entrance down in this one tunnel. And in this tunnel you found there to be flumps. And one in particular caught your attention and has been communicating with you, named Hallis. Hallis mentioned to you as Cadenza noticed there was something off about this place, that there was a area that the drow used to dwell in. You all convinced Hallis to guide you to this location, and all the while you noticed you were being watched by what Nether seemed to say were Nothics that of someone that he knew. During this, you made your way through and found what appeared to be almost at the what you later discovered to be a ruined monastery of the that belonged to the drow from the items you have found, along with the writings in Undercommon along the coffins, and you even found what appeared to be a statue dedicated to the Lord of Twilight. During your time there, you discovered that something had happened to this particular place, and you were all ambushed by swarms of insect-like creatures. Now with the battle having gone to a close, and you all had this moment to rest up in the darkness and in the stillness, the eerie stillness, that strange sense of peace yet unnervingness that's flowing through you all. What would you like to do?
So something that I want to do is I want to see if I can drag this creature right over here, the one that's covered in oil, over to the side of the water. And
Okay.
I'm gonna ask, hey, could I see that candle for a moment?
Yeah, but that's not gonna... The candle can be lit underwater. It doesn't mean that the flame from the candle's gonna be able to let the other things be lit underwater.
I mean, you don't know that. Let's just try it out and see.
Fine. Here, I'll lend it to you.
Okay. So I'm wanting to bring this one over
All right.
over to the side of this, and then I'm gonna light it on fire and then push it in.
Okay. So are you just pushing in as in pushing it towards the center, or push it in as in like push it downward?
Like pushing it into the towards the center, like in the water, just
Okay.
so that it.
So as you go ahead and do this, you notice that. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright.
You notice that? Oh wait, check.
You notice that you have to look harder.
Mhm.
Notice something, maybe?
I like to stop mid-sentence.
Nat 20!
Oh!
Wow!
First natural 20 of the night.
First roll of the night, too.
That too.
Damn.
Alright. Well, makes up for your natural ones.
Definitely.
A
Okay,
little bit.
so. You notice as it slowly flows out, it seems to slowly sink, but because of your keen eyes, you notice a series of claws reaching towards this, towards the body, and just dragging it down into the darkness.
Holy shit.
I would like you to check your DMs, Rorik.
Oh.
Aw. Dude, I could be checking for shiny Meltans at this rate. On camera, too.
Oddly fitting for this moment.
I'm honestly scared I'm honestly scared to check this. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Are you gonna tell us what this is or not?
We'll find out when he finishes.
Alright.
Hey, Nether, you don't happen to have any, fish cousins, do ya?
Fish cousins? What?
Yeah, there are these creatures down there. They have, like, fins on their arms and on their legs. They're definitely not too friendly looking.
Are you sure he hasn't slept with one and pissed them off?
That's why I'm asking.
Cousins? I don't know of any direct family, guys, remember? But,
Does the description sound familiar to any of you?
Mm-mm.
Nope. I'm coming from a dry and arid land. It's not gonna have many fish people in.
Well,
Wait,
they have teeth.
can I do a nature check on these
They
things?
have lots of teeth.
You didn't see him.
You didn't see them,
But
I
he's
did.
describing them, so can I do a nature check on what's being described to me?
I would let you do an intelligence check.
Can I do a nature check on them since I've seen them?
I'm gonna let Cadenza do her intelligence check
Okay.
because she's going off of your description and not having seen him.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice job.
So, Harold.
Well, from what Rourke's describing to you, you have heard of various entities that live within the deep, especially not only in the oceans but also deep within the caverns. From what it sounds like, it's very. You know of one particular race that appears very humanoid, but yet their behavior seems to reflect as if one who has given up on humanity.
Sounds kind of like a merman.
From what you know, it is not a merman. Or
It sounds like one. I didn't
Yes.
say it is one.
yes, I know, but I'm just telling you this because of your because you
Because
rolled
of
so
my
high.
check.
Yes.
Because my check was really fucking high.
Yeah.
So,
From what-
they're kind of humanoid, but kind of not. And
No.
they hate humanity.
No, they gave up their they might have given up their humanity.
They
for all
gave
you-
up their humanity.
Yes.
They've got like tendrils coming out of their heads, and
that's not
Davy
a water
Jones?
as far as I know.
then they have a lower jaw, and then their upper jaw bifurcates so it pops out on the top on
Ew.
the sides. Yeah.
Why would you think this is a cousin of mine?
I don't know how you. I don't know very much about
I
Ganassi.
want to say it as the DM, but I'm not sure if you all have mature warning on your Twitch.
I do.
I'm not streaming, so I guess it's okay for you to say it.
I'm the only one.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'll tell you
Harold.
after stream. I'll tell you after
Just
stream.
do it. Just do it.
After stream.
Now. I got a high enough roll. Roll says now.
Milka's intelligence check makes her psychic. She's controlling you through telepathy.
To the gods.
So that's what so from what you can tell, it's definitely, like, as I said, something that was once human but has given it up. Since you didn't see it, that's as much as I can give you.
Am I able to do a nature check now or no?
Nope.
Damn it.
Due to the context of your conversation, I cannot.
Yeah. Alright. So,
Ooh, crashed and burned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I feel like there's something pretty cool in the middle over there near the statue, but at the same time, I really do not feel like swimming out in the middle of that pond with those things in there.
If we go into the pond, we'll die.
Pretty much.
Feed
Uh,
them.
I say we
Feed
should.
them all purposes.
I say well, let's just move on. This is not
Hey,
what we signed up for.
Wait a second. Kahime.
Yeah?
Is there anything that you would be able to do to possibly try and just get them without having to go in?
I don't really have any spells for that.
Maybe we could dislodge something on the roof?
With what though? I really don't have much for that.
Hmm. Alright.
So what are y'all going to do?
I guess I'm gonna walk over to, hey wait, where's my icon?
Over here in the tunnel.
There it is, yeah. Okay, I can't move it. Oh wait, no, I'm using the wrong button. Here we go. I'm gonna move over to Neil and start wiping him off. Because he's covered in oil.
No, you don't have to do that. Here, let me use the spell for that. I'll just cast a few things of prestidigitation.
Just
The
dunk
cleaning
his
effect.
head in the water.
No,
No.
prestidigitation.
Firebolt.
That was a joke, by the way, Harold. I'm not actually dunking his head in the water.
I know, because I would have to control that. I could control Neo for that bit.
Oh man.
Anyways,
Hmm.
so what are y'all going to do now?
I'm gonna clean up Neo with prestidigitation.
Just to remind you guys, you've only all that's highlighted. That's all you've explored so far.
We might wanna.
I want to head back and look at this area over here. Like, look at what's further down this hall.
Going over here. She wants to go up here. Can she?
I thought that was a
From what
wall.
I'll tell you, it is actually with no penalty or anything whatsoever. It's just a wall right there.
Yeah, see that's...
Yeah.
Oh, so we can't go
Yeah, it's
past
literally
that,
just a
right?
wall.
It's not a cliff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to check out this area over here, back in the tunnels that we were just walking through, and check to
Go
see
ahead
if
and
there's anything.
go ahead and move your
over
icon over there for me, please.
here. Okay.
Just waiting to see what the others will do before I move on.
Where
Mhm.
did you just go?
Zoom out.
Yeah, zoom out.
I am.
Oh, up there. Yeah.
Nope, not up. Down.
I
You
mean,
went down into the side, but you disappeared.
I see where he went. He went down here.
Is it over here?
Close. Yep.
See where my
That's where I'm at.
flashing?
That's really far.
Yeah.
Back
Let's-
towards the entrance.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll bring it. There you go.
Let's
You're good.
see what's up there. I guess.
Okay. Keiko, Nether, or I'm sorry, Corn and Nether. What are you doing?
Are you gonna follow us?
Are you guys seriously aren't curious about what's in the
Okay.
box?
Does my character know there's something interesting in the water besides the animal?
I'm gonna say.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm also gonna say to another. Listen, now's not the time for a family reunion.
They're not my family.
Oh man. I would say maybe I should have gotten water walk, but then again, that probably still wouldn't help.
It probably shoots straight out of the water. And
All right. So from what you notice, within the water, it seems to be outside of the initial hole. It seems to be oddly still, and you notice along the base of the statue, where outside of it being carved, you see a little bit of the rock outcrop that surrounds it, almost like holding it in place. You do notice claw-like, like as if someone had dug claws into the stone itself. And from what you can guess, it is very similar. It is probably what Rorik had seen just moments ago.
I'm gonna going this path up and to the right.
Okay, so you're going over here.
I'm gonna go like right here, I guess.
Okay, yep. So all that's highlighted right there. Okay, and I'll have Neo go ahead and join you.
Why
being
is
in-
Leo not joining his lover?
just being down in the middle of like an ant nest makes me feel like we're in a deleted scene from Ant Bully.
Oh God. Okay, Nether, can you move your token to somewhere?
Wait, before I move, is
Yes.
Hallis near me still?
Hallis is still with you guys.
Wait, did he go over with them, or is he still like over by me?
He's still by you, because he's waiting to see where you're going.
Hey, do you know of anything that lives in this water?
Nothing that I can really think of.
Nothing with claws?
I've never been here before, to be completely honest.
Out of character, real quick. Nether's just trying to dig information out of Harold.
Yeah.
Through RP instead of having to roll.
Yeah, and then Harold will tell Nether to roll. And
Exactly.
last I checked, these aren't the best at gathering information.
No, it was a shot. Alright.
Well.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
Somebody's going crunch, crunch, crunch.
That's
Okay.
me.
All right.
I said I was
Um,
having.
So you can see clearly over here. Now, let's see. Because of the Sentinel's gift, you can see straight down here, and you can from. Let's see. Hold on a sec.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. Okay.
I coughed, not sneeze there.
You notice that it goes straight down, but you notice that there's a little bit of an opening around here on both ends. There's no sign of the walls or anything. A little bit on the left, there's a bit more of an opening compared to on the right.
Well, anybody want to go down there and see what's there?
Okay.
I think I answered that question.
Well, yep.
And as you enter, you notice more of these coffins.
Great, can I explore them?
All right,
Oh,
one
no.
second.
Oh no.
Let me
Oh no.
let's see. All right. So what are you wanting to explore exactly?
I'm highlighting it.
So I mean, like,
What-
how,
no, what-
how
what part of
define
it?
exploring?
I want to open it and see what's inside.
You know, these would probably
Okay.
magically.
God damn it.
No,
Okay, so
no.
you're opening this one.
Well, I want to see if there's writing on it.
Cadenza,
Okay.
you were so hesitant and you actually didn't want to open the ones down here. Why are you
I
so
read
eager?
what it said on the ones down there. I don't know what to say. Good point. That's why I changed it and I said, is there writing on
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm having seeing flashbacks here.
Also, Rorik, because you went down further, you can tell that there's a connection between the
14.
tunnel that they're going down.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
14. Okay. You do see a little bit of writing, but it's difficult to make out because of what appears to be a little bit more of weathering, as well as some claw marks that seem to have scratched along it. And
Great. Guess what Cadenza's doing?
No!
No.
She's not opening it. She still has her
Okay, thank God.
language thingy,
What?
which means she can run her hands on or what she can read.
okay.
I also want to see if I can read this one over here on this side.
Do you have the language thingy though?
No.
Yeah, see, I have comprehend languages. I can literally translate anything.
Okay, we don't know what language it is. Is it in Common, or is it in Elfish, or is it in something else?
It's in something else.
All
It's
right.
an undercommon.
Yes, it is an uncommon. And
This is where you need Nether.
from what you can tell, it's very while yes, it is undercommon. You can definitely tell that it appears to be doesn't have a name, but it certainly seems to have what appears to be hymns and verses and various religious writing along this coffin in particular. Because you notice that compared to
Different than the other ones.
and you notice that this one's elevated as well compared to the other two.
That's why I picked up that one.
Yeah.
I think we should open this one, guys.
Wait, don't. Wait, what?
It's different than the other. This one has some significant importance.
How would you feel if I just came up and started digging up your grave?
Well, we're not digging up the grave. It's literally sitting.
Okay, desecrated.
worshipped after
Okay,
death.
desecrate your grave. What?
I'm a demon. Like you're asking that of a demon.
Before we do that,
Did you?
could you at least check the other ones to make sure we're not disturbing some royal family or something like that? Because if we do, then we'll probably have some sort of civilization on our ass for that.
Or a curse.
Yeah.
All right. This one first.
All right.
Do
Go
I have
ahead
to
and
roll
make
again?
Yep. Go ahead and roll again.
And I'm just asking, there's nothing over here. It's literally just what it looks like.
You didn't look down there.
Oh.
20.
Awesome.
Interestingly enough, there is no writing whatsoever on that one.
Weird.
Really?
No
Alright, let's go
rune
to the other
sigils or
one.
anything?
All right. So
Oof.
since you're looking down
That
this
one
way.
sucked. That one was a 9. Can I do a
You
bardic
can,
action on that
if you
and
want.
re-roll it? Yeah. Ah.
By the way, for you three, Nether, Corn, and Theo, I'm assuming you're all going to make your way straight through.
Might as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How about you? How about I use guidance on you for this one too?
On me?
Yep.
Can you do that from over there?
I can go over there and touch you.
I'll move you over, Nether.
Game is just
There
like,
you go.
I'll touch you.
So what does guidance do?
It gives you an extra D4 to any skill checks.
So 1d20 plus 6 now. No, 1d20 roll plus 1d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
18 plus the d4. Wait. So 20.
You notice something odd that, just like the other one before, it is almost as if, like, either this was an unused coffin, or they were intentionally not meant to be buried in remembrance or something, because it is almost like a slab of stone. Because
This is-
there's no writing or inscription or anything written whatsoever on that.
this is giving me bad vibes.
Cadenza looks at Rorik. There's no writing on the companions.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Why do you say that?
It's just, I've heard stories about things that live down in caves and mimic objects. I feel like they would tend to skimp out on details like names, and this is screaming at me, that creature, basically. So
Okay, but the big one had like religious hymns and so I think it might clue in what was originally down here.
all right, hey Neo, come here. I'm gonna call him over.
Neo,
Oh my
Nope.
god.
Neo, come over here.
Neo.
Sit on the coffin while we lift it up a little crack so we can take a peek inside. so nothing gets
Why-
open.
Why would I sit on it when I could just smash it? It's drow after all.
Oh god, that was
How do you know it's drow?
We are here in some monastery. That's
That's a big word for Neo.
exactly. That's why it's taken me so long to say that word. But our floaty friend there did say that the drow lived here, so why should we care?
Because if it's something that can kill us all easily, why don't we make sure that it stays in there before it gets a chance to pop out?
Why not? We could just fight it.
My god, you oafish half-giant.
Cadenza snarls angrily at Rory.
Oh, Corn, I'm guessing you're looking down there?
Dumb.
Okay,
Where
so
is
as you
Corn?
look down there, Corn, you do see there's a lone coffin there, and it seems to be a little elevated. And not in the sense that... And it's that the floor is elevated. But not here. It seems to sink downward towards the coffin.
So the area around the coffin is at a decline.
Yes. You notice that there's a staircase over here. A small one.
Hey guys, I found another coffin off in the other direction. Staircase.
Another one? Alright, you guys handle this one. I guess we go handle that one.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna point at this one and say that one's giving me even worse vibes.
Well, then I guess we should open this one then, huh?
I'm just gonna walk.
Are you
towards
gonna? Are you
stay at
opening
the
it,
edge.
Cadenza?
Cadenza's opening it.
Okay. And how are you opening this? Are you pushing on it? Or are you trying to lift up? Or
Pushing.
what? Okay, so you're pushing it. I would like you to make a dexterity save.
Oh no.
This
I'm-
is why we don't open coffins, guys.
I'm preemptively typing in my what is called my initiative.
17.
Okay.
Dexterity
As
save
you
on a
push-
bard. Brilliant.
As you push, you notice that the inscriptions around it begin to glow the crimson red. And it's enough for you to step back. And as you do so, you see what appears to be around it flames just emerge from the cracks.
Well, that's weird.
I'm just kidding.
Before it's there for a moment before it disappears.
I'm just gonna turn and look at Cadenza and say, "You absolute dunce."
What you guys do? I'm just gonna call out from the other one. What did you guys do?
I opened a coffin and fire came out, and I'm perfectly fine. Why are you calling me a dunce?
Why are you calling a lady a dunce, you dunce?
Out of character, real quick. This is just like the door at Disneyland in Toontown.
All right. So I'll get back to you, Cadenza and Rourke. Yihime, Corn, and Nether. As you make your way
Wait,
down,
before you do that, just double checking. Nothing else came out but the fire, right?
the fire that came out around the coffin. If the coffin itself stayed perfectly fine. Doesn't seem to be anything. Like even when you pushed it open, no fire came out of there. Around it though, there was fire for a moment.
Rorik.
So there's
Yes.
nothing in
Get
the
out.
coffin.
You don't know that yet. I'll get back to you on that one.
Oy vey.
So for the rest of you who are in the other room, as you make your way down, you notice there's something rather off. You find actually resting not too far away to be in the corner over here a body.
Oh,
I'm not going
This
down
one-
there.
this one didn't make it to bed.
And you notice a pool of blood, but also writing along the wall, which appears
The writing
wall-
in blood.
and you see
It says red rum.
and you see along the wall that there is what appears to be like pictures and iconography along this, not in the similar sense of what you saw before in Nether, in that little cathedral at the helm. This one definitely feels a bit more. It feels a bit more in the sense of what's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to think of it. The word's escaping me.
Ominous.
No, it's much more simplistic.
Oh.
Yeah, compared to the detailed artwork in the cathedral or the monastery.
Back-
Yeah.
Okay. First off, why is there a dead body? I thought no one was down here. Second off, why is the writing in blood?
Wait, is the writing in blood? Was I right?
Yeah, I actually said there's writing in blood.
Why is this a thing?
I would like to inspect the body further.
Okay, go ahead and would you like to make this? Like, what are you looking for on the body exactly?
Like,
Are you wanting to see what's on the person? Are you looking to see how they died, or what exactly?
I think I want to see what they have on them.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm just gonna peek my head around the corner and go, "Hey, you guys found anything yet? We're dealing with with one of the gates of hell over here."
No, we
Okay.
found nothing.
Okay, so all right, from what you found, Corn, is that this definitely was a person who lived in a monastery. You can tell us from your passive perception that this was indeed a drow, and that they seem to be wearing very monastic robing.
I'm just gonna block Neo's vision from back here as well.
You can't see it.
Except he's taller than you, which means
I'm just gonna
Midget, tiny.
relax. I'm gonna hold my hands above my head in a stretching position in front of him, just so my hands are in front of his face.
Okay. Anyways, from what and you could there doesn't seem to be much on him outside of what appears to be a necklace that appears to be like an amulet of the icon of the Lord of Twilight. But you do notice something as well on this icon, that it appears to be in the center where the crest would normally be, where it's just open, nothing there. You find what appears to be a shape of a wave on this amulet.
is that why we're suddenly hearing water drops?
Well, can I check to see how they died?
Go ahead and make a medicine check. So Corn, with that information, what are you going to do?
+1.
I would like
9.
to try to hold the amulet.
Okay, so you can go ahead and take the amulet.
I only rolled a 9.
Yeah. Okay. From what you can tell, he seemed to have had his. From what you can tell along the body, there was blood coming from his neck, and also there seems to be a little bit of extra weight along the stomach. From what you can see, that the robe was actually was actually torn a bit. And from what you can see, it looks like he kind of got a little maybe
Got what?
disemboweled a little bit, maybe.
Oh, disemboweled.
Oh.
Okay.
Shut up, briefly.
So yeah, so you have the amulet core. No problem whatsoever. You can definitely tell it's it seems to be made out of iron, like maybe iron along the chain, but the amulet itself seems to be made out of silver.
Okay.
Are you guys going to do anything?
Oh,
I'm weighing my options.
No worries. Let me know when you're ready. I'm just asking for Kihime another steak.
oh, I guess we should check out the writing on the walls first.
Yeah,
before
we
pick
should
up-
probably check that out and see what they say exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check that.
So because you have the mask on, Nether, you are able to read it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send you a DM.
Oh joy.
What was that?
His mom.
Did you see a mice
Yep.
or something?
Good question.
They're talking about you.
Why?
Because they can hear you being weird.
Those are the 4 words you see.
Children of pets? Traitors? What? Could it be that they're talking about what's ever in the water? Or was the drow that lived here? Well, kind of.
So, what do you want to do now? I guess. You first.
So what's going on?
Let's check the coffin and see if there's any writing on it as well.
From what you can see on the coffin itself, I would like you to go ahead and roll and a perception check, please.
Oh. That means there's definitely something there.
How about you take a guidance too? An extra D4 for that. Well, you don't need it. D4.
Well, yeah, considering the fact that you also have the mask on, you're easily able to make out that this was unlike that there are also what appears to be quotations of hymns and the verses on there too, but you also notice that there is a name on top. And it says the following: Here lies the founder, the one, the disciple. Hold on. Here lies the founder and the disciple of the Scorpion, Idric. And Idric is spelled Idric.
IDRIC?
Yes.
So what does it say? Find anything?
Here lies the founder and the disciple of the Scorpion. The Scorpion? How do I feel like this is a bunch of religious mumbo jumbo that I don't understand?
I think I want to try to figure out what the symbol on the amulet I'm holding is.
Okay, go ahead and make a religion check with advantage. So you get to roll again, and it's for the highest number. Okay.
Wow.
From what you can tell from your,
She's trying to get her pin.
because of your own background and everything, that you do remember that there are different sects within the religion itself. That some have more of a interpretation, like for lack of better terms, theological leaning than others. So it's not uncommon for them to have different different versions of the same of the symbol.
I'm going to turn. Kahime is standing next to me, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Kahime and ask her, do you think I should put this amulet on, and show her the amulet?
Well, I don't know if it has any magical properties. I can't really check right now. You could try, I guess. Just be careful.
Alright, I'm gonna put on the amulet.
All right. You put on the amulet.
It pops out of an existence.
Doesn't seem to have any reaction whatsoever. Like nothing from you can tell has happened. Nothing
Yeah, I didn't
crazy
expect
or
it
out
to
of the ordinary.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be magical. It's probably just some religious artifact, like amulet. So,
I have a feeling that you touch this.
you
Do you
wanna...
touch it? You place your hand on the stone.
Well, yeah,
Nothing.
but I just feel like we should open it. It says that there's someone in here. So,
Well, I mean, it is a coffin.
well, yeah.
Likely it's
but
gonna
we
have
don't
a-
know.
But it's also probably trapped, too.
It could be. Who's this scorpion? I've never heard of that. I don't think.
I don't think I would have heard of it.
He's a guy in the Spider-Man movies, guys.
Well, I'll let you guys ponder a bit more on that. Back to you, Cadenza and Rourke. So you open it, you open the coffin, and you find, interestingly enough, no body.
You got burnt up.
However, you do see what appears to be a large tome in the center of this coffin.
Ben's is taking it.
The tome itself, as you pick it up, seems to be oddly and very
God.
almost mint condition.
Cadenza's taking it.
And
The
yeah,
end.
I know. And as you're looking at it and everything, you see that there is the same symbol at. You see the crescent moon with the wave in the middle, and you notice that it seems to be bound by leather. The pages almost seem new. It almost makes you beg the question how long it's been there, and it seems to be held closed by like like those small bells that they have in books. It's being held closed by that.
Can I do an Arcana check on this book that I'm taking?
You may go ahead.
Can I look in the coffin to see if there's anything else?
You can go ahead.
All right, is that a perception check?
Actually,
Nice,
investigation
Cadenza.
check. Investigation.
Investigation. Okay.
So whether it's because this is
Another
possibly the source of what you were feeling, or maybe it's just part of it. You notice as it rests in your hands, you feel a strange sense of. For a moment, it feels cold, but then there's also a moment of warmth. it almost feels as if, in a sense, almost like, in its own weird way, alive.
Do I know what this book is? Do I need to do another check for that?
You do not know.
Okay, what am I checking for that?
Okay, so first things first, Rourke, you look, seems to be completely clean. You do notice that along with the not along the opening, you see that there's possibly a hint of how the trap was activated. But outside that, there's nothing else in there.
I also want to point out that I've only rolled twice, and both times I've gotten at least 20.
So,
I can't believe I got a 20 on a freaking Arcana check, man.
that's the second one too on an Arcana check.
From me, yeah.
Yeah. So, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna look at the
I
tome
want to
and
figure out what the fuck this book is. I'm taking it, but I want to know what it is.
yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to go and look at the tome in Cadenza's hands and ask her what it is.
My tome. What is? How do I?
I'm not taking it from you.
She
If you
has
need
a book
someone to
fetish.
We both know that I
Technically, I do.
we both know that I am perfectly capable of taking it from you. I just want to take a look.
And we both know if you try to take it from me, you're dead.
Hey, if you need someone to read it, if it's an undercommon, I'm
Not if-
here.
Which means
Not if you can't. Not if you
Cadenza-
can't.
You're on the other side of the room. You can't hear this at all now.
Not if you can't find me. I duck down a
so
couple
Harold,
feet and I just
seriously,
start.
What am I rolling?
What are you doing?
I want to figure out what the book is. How do I do that?
You can already tell, even with your Arcana check, you've never seen or heard of any book like this.
So, investigation check.
No.
Even with an investigation check, you still wouldn't know.
You need a
So
master.
there's. What about insight?
I'm telling you, you do not know this book.
Harold, just tell her what she can roll so that she rolls already. She just wants to roll.
I'm telling you, you do not know.
So I can't roll to find out what the book is, but it feels alive, which means you know Cadenza's going to read it at some point,
Yeah.
which means you do eventually need to tell her what it is. And I can actually
Makona,
my inventory.
Makoni, just roll persuasion to get them to get the
Yeah,
to get the DM to tell you.
DC 30 persuasion.
Did you actually roll for persuasion?
Harold, I need to know what to roll. Like, come on, dude.
No,
Nope.
Like I said,
You
even
said-
with your
it-
natural 20 gave you everything that you can know about that book.
Oh well, you said that it was alive, so maybe it's an
It
animal.
feels almost alive
Oh, okay.
because it goes from
Yeah,
warm to cold.
how
warm
do
to cold.
I... But here's the thing, Harold. OOC, how the fuck do I add this to my inventory?
Put it as mysterious tome then.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
another-
so-
Another thing, I was wanting to add this, but then everybody started talking. We went into the about the tome and everything. But I was saying after Cadenza said that I would be dead if I tried to take it from her. I was saying that what I would do is I would say, not if you can't find me, and then I would take a couple steps back and start doing the theme song.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
so yeah, just if you want to just add it for now, then just
Yes,
put it
I
as
want to put it in my
mysterious- then Put it
inventory.
in mysterious tome.
Yeah, as a
So that's
misguided.
an other then, I guess?
Yeah.
Yes, it's another.
Okay.
So, equipment... Is that equipment other or notes other?
Notes
Equipment
other.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay.
Notes other too. I wish I had
Neo-
either or, bro.
Neo is watching you two fight about this book, and he just says, "Why not burn it?"
Because I want to read it, dear.
Wait, it can't be burnt though. It was in the trap with all the fire.
We can't know. We don't know if we don't try.
We can't know if it doesn't burn if we don't burn it first.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
I say we burn it.
That is a terrible direction.
I don't know. I think the big oaf actually might have a point here.
It
I'm
belongs to a
not
drow.
burning it.
It belongs to
Not
a drow.
unless I read
It's
it.
enough of a reason to burn it.
Read it first.
Alright. So you're just tucking it away for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Into
back
the bag
to-
of holding.
Okay. Now back to you three. So, now if I'm correct, you three were trying to, you were deciding on what to do
Yeah.
as you've seen this coffin.
Yep.
I want to open it.
But do we want to risk
Yep.
possibly being cursed?
You know what? Let me open it. I do got fire resistance if it does set off a trap.
No, I'm made of fire.
Fair. You want to open it then?
God damn it. Alright.
I'd still like to open it.
As soon as Nether says, I'm made of fire, you just hear this, "Hey Nether, you want to burn a book?"
Wait, I was gonna yell
I'm
back.
kidding, I'm
"Wait, a
kidding, I'm
book?"
kidding. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh boy.
Anyways.
Well, let's just all three open it, I guess.
Alright.
We're all three opening it.
Okay.
Okay.
Might as well.
I would like you all to make a strength check.
Strength check. Oh boy.
With disadvantage.
Oh boy.
I'll stick with my
10.
victories.
Strength.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, that means
I'm out
Look
of
at
milk.
Matthews.
I kind of need to get more. I
10.
just ate almost an entire
10.
jar of salsa for
ooh,
dinner.
10, 9, and
Please. Okay.
alright. 9. Okay, so that's 9, 10, and 13. You try pushing it, it won't budge. It's as if
Yeah.
like you're trying to push against a wall itself.
Wait, no, it's 9, 9, and 10.
Yeah, but still not enough
Yeah.
for either one.
Oh
Any of
boy.
Rip.
Am I allowed to stroll in and offer my hand? Offer them a hand?
We don't need your
No, you
help.
don't know. You can't. You're too far away.
Can we yell
Aw.
for Neo?
Wait. Wait, is
Neo, come here. We need your help.
Need help smashing?
Yes.
No, smash.
Wait,
Smashing the
Well,
coffin? Are we, and as he's saying this, he's looking for something to
I have-
actually to break it open.
We just need to push it open. Come on, help us push this open.
I have
But
60
there's
foot.
be a body in there.
Before we try to open it, I'd like to see if there's some sort of lever or anything on the coffin that would open it.
Okay, go ahead and make. Let's see. Since you're searching for it, I would say investigation check.
Is it like a door or something in between here and here?
No, it's just a open.
No. It's just part of it.
Okay, because
Nat
I've got
20.
60-foot dark vision.
Okay, nat 20. Very nice. From what you can tell, there's no like any physical thing like a lever or a button or anything close to that, or even a pressure plate. It seems that from what you can tell that along the corners of this coffin, there seems to be specific runes on it that seem to keep it intentionally shut.
So it's magically being blocked, huh?
I am going to tell people close to me what I found. That it seems like it's being
Okay.
that is being held on by magic.
Okay. Oh, drown their filthy magic.
Well, what should we do then? Could try again and opening it.
Good.
Well, in my experiences, brute strength never really does well against magic.
I beg to
Lord, do you think we
differ.
should join them?
Yeah, I think we should join them.
Maybe if we all try to open it, it would work.
I'm gonna walk in and see everybody just surrounding a coffin and be like, oh boy.
I'm going to tell now. I'm going to now tell Warwick and Enza what I found.
Okay.
say, would anyone perhaps like to, I don't know, see if they tell us maybe how to lift the lid?
Is there
And
any
that's it.
writing anywhere?
I just want to mention as well that as you all come in, you do see the body, the blood, the iconography, all that stuff.
I can explain all of that. It's
Cadenza
Wha-
looks at
wha-
Nether. Okay, explain.
alright, so apparently someone killed the dude in the corner, and someone wrote using his blood on the walls, and it says because I can read Undercommon, guys. I can read this now. It says children of depths dots traitors dots. That's what it
Children
says.
of depth traders.
Yes, so that could mean one of two things. It could mean whatever the hell lives in the water over there, or it could mean the drought.
It's always the drow.
No, the things in the water obey the Lord of Twilight. I have been told this before. Is there any writing on the coffin, Nether?
Yes, yes there is.
In my honest opinion, I think it's the Spanish Inquisition.
It
No
is
one
not.
Nobody
suspects
expected
the
Spanish
Inquisition.
Inquisition.
Nobody would expect it. That's exactly why it would be them.
But it's not.
But
Alright,
Rorik
so-
wishes.
I want to take a look at that body real quick. I want to take a look at the hands to see if there's any blood on them.
From which you can see on the hands, at least the left hand, which seems to appear to have been resting against the wall. You take a look at the palm, and it seems to be smeared.
I'm gonna turn back around to Nether and say, "Looks like your buddy boy down here is the one that wrote the message."
Are you sure though?
I'm gonna reach down and lift up his hand and show you show Nether the bloody palm. Pretty sure.
That means that could mean nothing. What if he's right-handed?
I'm just gonna put my palm to my face and just.
You're implying that the drow were smart enough to use right hand. And just for clarification, everyone, I am a lefty.
Same. Lefty life, yeah.
But also, like, why would someone disembowel themselves and then stab themselves in the neck? Just to
I'm not
recall
saying-
I
that.
have written
I'm
it
not-
as a dying message.
He probably wrote it as his last words.
But wouldn't there be more blood on the floor?
As you are there, Rorik, you notice, because, if I remember correctly, your passive perception is so freaking damn high.
18.
Exactly. You will notice as well that the blood seems to be smeared along what appears to be, like, almost as if specifically on the iconography on that wall.
Hey guys, take a look at this. And I'm gonna point out where the blood is on these on the markings all over the wall.
And House floats by and is illuminating it. Helping everyone out as much as he could.
I didn't see that before. It's weird because I was literally standing right on it.
It helps if you have keen eyes like me.
Excuse me, I'm made of fire.
No, you're wrong. He has keen eyes, but only for women. Am I right? Oh,
At
no?
this point, I'm
Okay.
just like, if you guys want to figure out what's on the coffin,
And apparently really, really angry bartenders.
Well, we don't seem to be getting anywhere here. Maybe we should just move on then.
Wait, aren't you
No,
guys
what-
gonna take a look at what
does
this
it say?
stuff is?
Nether can read it. What does it say?
I was going to answer Cadenza when I was rudely interrupted by an elf. Anyways, on the coffin it reads, "Here lies the founder and the disciple of the scorpion, Idris." Does anyone know who the scorpion is?
Mm-mm. Can I do an Arcana check on the coffin to see what magic is blocking it from opening?
You can.
Cool. 19.
19. From what you can tell, this is the kind of magic that is meant to be used to that you've seen before, actually, in your own culture. Like, not obviously not the same exact spell, but more of how it is used to actually preserve those of great importance, like to ensure that their body doesn't get looted or stolen, or something gets stolen. So, you definitely, you've seen this kind of magic before. It's the fact that it's on this coffin specifically does catch your attention. Whoever put this on here really did not want anyone to touch it.
Cadenza closes her eye. Do you have any suggestions?
I'm sorry, you lagged on me. What did you say?
Does Apep have any suggestions?
Oh. Alright. So you close your eyes and look in your DMs.
That's it. Oh yeah. Disciple of no more, it said. Opens her eyes. Tells me that the scorpion might be Circuit. The other do not know.
I would like you, Korn,
Okay.
because you're the only one that. So the ones who follow the Lord of Twilight, it's just Korn, correct?
Yep.
All right, Korn, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead and roll a religion check with advantage.
Wait, corn. What? I wish. I wish Cadenza knew that Corn followed the Lord of Twilight, because Corn could have gone in the water unharmed.
Alright, so, Korn, you would know that the name Circuit is one of the great, is actually one of the great teachers that that is highly revered in the actual religion that follows the Lord of Twilight. So you would know that this is. It's essentially an identifier of like, okay, I follow this person I'm following this particular teacher's doctrine. So that's from what you can tell.
Okay.
From when you hear the name Circuit. And that his symbol is the scorpion.
I'm gonna tell everyone around. I believe the person in this coffin is a very renowned teacher of my faith. In my faith.
So tell a little bit. What do you mean your faith?
I worship the Lord of Twilight.
You could have jumped into that water unharmed.
Could I have?
The creatures in there are creatures of the Lord of Twilight. As a worshipper of the Lord of Twilight, you would automatically be safe.
Well, I'm down to give it a try.
Okay.
If he's a teacher of the Lord of Twilight, then he might be like a.
I was gonna say, so who wants to come with me back to the water in case this goes horribly wrong?
I'll follow you. You'll need somebody to keep you up.
He suggested it, so I should.
Guess I'll walk along.
Well, I guess we're going on a field trip
Again.
again.
We're not gonna try and open this again with everybody here?
No.
It's magically sealed. We would really need to be extremely lucky to open
Yeah,
it.
we'd have. Yeah, it'd be unlikely.
We have a half giant.
Well, at least with brute strength, anyways.
Thing
He's
is,
a
we would
Goliath. First
more.
of all. Second of all, no, because it's magically sealed. You would need to break the magic.
We would need a really strong magic user.
You would need a mage. My
There's
double
nothing.
class has not gone into play.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a
Yeah.
second. There's something up here, isn't there?
Welcome.
There's a stairway up somewhere. There's got to be something up there.
I want to see what happens into the water first.
So, are you going to are you going to separate from the others?
Hell no.
I'm just asking
Like-
because I was going to reveal if not.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if you
don't
were
want to
going-
separate. I don't want to separate from the group because remember what happened last time I did that?
You almost died.
You mean in the beginning of the game?
Yes, exactly. The last time I did that was at the beginning of the game.
Alright, I'm gonna look around and see if there's, like, a shallow part of the pool that I can just kind of, like, start wading into.
From what you can tell, it doesn't. There's probably one little outcropper right here that you can safely step in, and then. But outside of that, everything else is just a sheer drop into the depths.
Alright, I am going to say a prayer and walk into the water right there.
Okay, so you're in the water. You're on that little outcrop. The water's reaching about your knee height.
Okay.
So far. Outside of the ripple, no response.
Alright, I'm going to ask Neo come over here to the shore by me, and I'm
Mhm.
going to tie rope around myself and ask Neo to pull me back if in case something starts trying to attack me or something.
All right. And you will do that.
And with that, I'm going to start swimming towards the statue.
All right. You start swimming towards the statue, and it's rather quiet. No dripping from the caves. However, and the only thing that seems to be breaking the silence is the movement of the water as you are breaking the surface as you swim towards the statue. From what you've seen so far, nothing.
I'm gonna load up my arbalest and take a spot right up here, just to get ready in case something starts swimming up to hit or to go and attack Corn.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to say to the group, does anyone have any suggestions as to what I should do now?
Go in.
Climb up, climb out of the water.
Well, okay. I'll climb onto the... Is there room for me to climb on the statue first?
You can.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and climb up onto the statue.
All right. And as you're climbing up on the rocky outcrop, I'd like you to make a strength check. Okay. 18. So you're climbing up. No problem whatsoever. You've done this before many times, especially during your outlawish thievery days, which got you in trouble with the wardens in the first place. But as you're climbing up, you're now at the base of the statue. And at this base, you see that where pretty much the feet of the Lord of Twilight remains upon the outcrop. And if you're gonna climb it, you might have to go either up on the leg or on the cloak, which you can tell from the cloak seems to be shimmering. Even though it's solid stone, it seems possibly either some sort of sparkling limestone, or maybe even gems. You're not so certain as to what it is, but it's hard to tell because of the darkness.
Okay. Where I am right now, I'm gonna holler back to the group and say, is anyone brave enough to get in the water with me and swim back to the statue that can see in the dark?
Cadenza shakes her head. It is not safe for the rest to go.
I could
I'm
let
just-
I could give you the candle and let you use that.
Neo
I'm
shouts
just-
from distance. I could join you.
I'm just gonna.
Cadenza puts her hand near. You will die.
Theo, I don't think that's a good
I'm,
idea.
I'm mostly just gonna say, yeah, you'd sink like a rock. Besides, all of us can see in the dark. It's rather those things down there, and I point into the water.
Well,
Alright,
all but two of us can.
I'm going to swim.
Oh, wait, I have an idea.
Oh, no.
I have an idea. And then what I want to do is I want to take this one, bring it over to this this side of the pond. Is that you're not going over to that direction, right?
No.
Right? No?
I'm not going over there. If
Are you trying to?
anything,
Going back
I
to-
was gonna ask for candle from the teammate.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got
but
a
are you
candle.
going to be swim? Are you trying to swim back? Is that what you're trying to do?
He'll swim back, get the candle, and then go back over there.
No, but where is he trying to swim at? Where is he trying to go to?
To us,
Like,
right
well-
here.
To
I'm
us.
already-
He means the path. What's the path you're taking?
Like,
Oh, look.
yeah, like that. Oh,
Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to bring this one over here, light it on fire because I still have the candle because I was lent it. Light it on fire and then push it over this direction into the water so that it goes this way.
oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that what you're guys gonna do?
Yeah.
All right. So as you do that and you push it off, you watch as the body of the insect-like creature floats off. But you notice something. It doesn't seem to be pulled down. Instead, it continues floating.
Alright, now I'm gonna try to go. Can I go around like the back of the statue where I assume the cape is?
Yeah. So the cloak itself, yeah. So you'd be going around, yeah, right. So there's enough of an area that you could go around to the back, and you could try.
And now
Fine,
with
man.
light source, I want to try to inspect the cape, see if there's anything.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. See. Oh. Alright, 21. As you hold the candle up, it seems to almost illuminate the cloak itself as the light is held up to it. The body itself, for everyone else on the shore, you notice that in a strange way, the body of the Lord Twilight itself seems to almost become a silhouette as the cloak itself shines brightly, almost like the night sky of a sea of stars, just flickering and shining. And from what you can see so far, it seems to be more of like the quartz, the limestone, various not really precious gems, but it's quite a sight to behold. As you can see itself, that it even starts to illuminate a bit along the cave. You just see it sparkling along the dome-shaped top.
Hell just doesn't want us ripping apart the statue for gems.
Alright, I'm gonna start climbing up the cloak.
Am I able to see out past here in this area because I have 60-foot dark vision?
You would if it wasn't for the fact the statue wasn't so damn big.
Okay. What if I were to move over here?
Yeah, you could then.
All right. Is there anything over there?
From what you can tell, not really.
All right.
So go ahead and do a strength check, Corn.
I'm surprised you're not doing it. You're not making it agility checks for climbing.
Depends on what you're doing. The strength check is to pull yourself up.
Yep. So you're pulling yourself all the way up and everything, and you're now halfway up the statue. It's a pretty freaking huge thing. In fact, it's like compared to like the normal statues you would probably see at I'd say like a garden or something. This is like it's like 10 times the bigger. So as you're climbing it up, it's taking you a little bit of time, and you're starting to feel a little bit of fatigue. If you want to continue climbing, go ahead and make another strength check.
After he got a 20, jeez.
Alright. And as you're climbing up, still holding on, doing alright, and you finally get to the shoulder of the statue. And you can look down and you can see the group, you can see the darkness of the water. Doesn't seem to be anything in particular about it that
Okay.
sticks out to you.
I would like to see if there's anything special about the head of the statue.
Alright. So you'll have to navigate around, so I would like you to actually make an athletics check for that one.
Athletics? Okay.
Athletics.
I typed the wrong thing.
With great ease, you make your way towards. You see a little part of the cloak where it seems to be that they put a lot of detail into the statue. That seems to be a little ledge there that's kind of made from what's supposed to be like the brooch for the cloak. You leap towards it and you grab a hold of it with your hand, pull yourself up with great ease, and now you're at the face of the statue.
Face or what? What are we seeing?
So I'm like right here, in other words. Kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, pretty much. And from what you can see is the cold gaze of the Lord of Twilight. And from what you can tell initially, just from you being there, that there's not only great care and detail into the face itself, but you do notice on the forehead. I would like you to make what's what I'm looking for. I'd like you to make a perception check.
Corn's just gonna climb into his ear and have a Gundam.
You're implying as if I would ever allow that.
Harold, I wouldn't put that past to allow
No,
it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't actually do that.
Not in this homebrew. In a different homebrew, yes.
Okay, so you notice that on the forehead is the same crescent-shaped moon as the religious icon, but you notice as well that it's made that unlike these stones before, this one actually seems to be a precious gemstone. From what you can tell, it looks like. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce this. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. I think you pronounce. Let's see. Trying to make sure I can pronounce this correctly. Blah 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 blah. Speaks of it. I can't find the exact name of it, so I'm just gonna say it's a like. So it's a rather large pearl too, like a pearl-colored stone that, if like enough so that you would actually have to, that it would actually, you would actually need to carry it with both arms. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, just making sure. Just didn't know, I don't know if I
just
died
tried
or not.
to hide.
And survey says.
Survey says upset Luna.
Luna is scratching her scratch post.
I think because I really don't feel like trying to pry it out because A, that would be desecrating monument to the deity at where's your B, I don't think I could get back down the statue with it.
That's
Or-
your choice, eh?
Or you could bring
Control
it.
your mind.
You could,
Of court mason.
or you could bring it with us and then bring it to a monastery of your religion.
Actual, live one instead of a monastery that's already become defunct and
Exactly, so that people can actually appreciate the artifact.
that's not a bad idea. I was expecting something trolly.
Or you could give it to me and I could sell it.
I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's-
go- I think I'm gonna try to take it out.
Okay. Are you going to try to just forcefully pull it off, or are you going to try to be this slow and methodical on it?
I think slow and methodical would be a better way.
Okay, so for that one, let me see. Which do I want this to be? I'd say go ahead and, because you're trying to do it carefully and not run the risk of doing any potential damage to it, I would say roll for sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Okay, so you start trying to find different ways and find the different loose end portions of it, and you finally find a few. But as you pull it off, ka-kunk, the other end hits part of the statue.
What did you do?
Is it too late to use a luck point to try to re-roll it?
You may.
Do it. Oh wow.
Because it says I can do it whenever I make an ability check.
Yep,
so-
go ahead. I'll allow it.
Oh wow!
That's
So
quite the difference.
Despite the fact that it and it hits it, you look. Nope, no damage to the statue or to this pearl.
That's a much better roll.
Okay, now I'm going to say to everyone in the group, any idea how I get down from here?
Oh.
The way you got up?
The
Jump.
same way you came back up?
Well, that's what I was thinking, Neo, but I don't know how deep the water is.
Jump.
Here,
Don't jump.
I have an idea. What if we
Do a
have
backflip.
no? We don't need
Oh.
Bender in here.
Wait! I still
Okay.
have the rope attached to me.
That is right, you do. It's
What
a 50-foot
if-
rope too.
What if I take the rope from me and
Wrap
tie it
it around
around?
the ball?
Yeah, maybe tie it to the statue and send the gem down via like a zip line.
Do you have anything to make a zip line with that?
Oh, that's true.
You could tie the other end of the rope to
That's
the
the other
pearl
thing I
and
was
just have Neo pull the pearl so that you can swim back safely.
Or
That's what I was thinking.
I could just shoot the statue and you could just swing across.
Let's not do that.
statue.
I'm going to go ahead and untie the rope from myself.
Okay.
and tie that end of the rope to the gem, and tell Neo to basically reel the gem back in after I toss it into
Okay.
and I toss it into the water.
All right. So you toss it into the water, and I would like Cadenza. Could you do me a favor and roll for Neo for strength check?
Sure, hold on, let me open his sheet.
Yep.
Who am I hearing in the background?
TV.
Hmm.
They're listening to the TV pretty loudly.
Strength
Close
check,
your door.
so 20
There we
plus
go.
8.
Yep.
All right.
21.
Very good. And as it falls down and makes a huge splash, Neo starts pulling on it and starts without hesitation. Doesn't seem to lost momentum at all. But as he's pulling, he suddenly feels a jerk,
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh no.
and he starts feeling the rope being pulled against him, as if something's like pulling back.
I'm gonna rush over and help Neo pull it.
I would like.
Nether be the one helping Neo pull it? I mean, Nether's got guns
I
now,
know.
right?
I'm the second
I
strongest.
think we should all help Neo pull it. This isn't a magic thing. This is just pulling something through the water.
I would like you to. So the way this is going to work, I would like for it's going to be a best of 3 strength checks.
Oh shit.
You each are going to take turns. All right. So choose, but you can only choose one person for each one. All right, because you're basically also helping out Neo, and since you're all helping out, and since the 3 of you are helping out Neo, I'll give you guys a roll of advantage for each one. Okay.
Okay.
So the way it's gonna, so let's go ahead and have it. So,
What did I do?
so go ahead and who is going to roll first? You could,
This is outside of Neo rolls, right?
yeah. So yeah, it's yeah outside
I
Neo.
think Nether should roll first.
Yeah.
Probably. And I have advantage.
We're doing advantage for all of the rolls.
Yep, you get advantage since you're all helping. So
Yeah.
it's a 12.
I don't have advantage.
All right, so 12.
I'll go. I'll go next.
Unfortunately, they rolled a 13.
Oh.
And just feeling, even though you're helping, now that you're helping your swole boy, just pulling at it, you feel much more of a jerk as it's being pulled back. And Neil's just like, looks like something wants to fight for it.
Well, yeah, whatever it is.
All right. I'm gonna.
So
I'm
first
gonna roll
one
now.
goes to whatever it is down there.
Okay, I'm gonna cast guidance on Rourke.
Okay.
Okay. What does that do?
Adds a D4 to your skill checks.
Make sure you. Is it a cantrip or spell
Cantrip.
slot? Okay, just making sure. All right. So go ahead and roll, Rourke.
Let's see if that actually works. If I do it plus 1, 4.
Yep, that worked.
And then do I do another with the 1d4 added?
Yeah.
No, just do
Okay.
it. No, just keep the 1d4 to a side because that's a 3.
Okay.
Roll a d20 now. We'll just add the 3.
Okay.
It's a d20 minus 1. So it's
Okay, so
yeah,
it's a 15?
definitely go for the 15.
Let's stick with the 15 there, guys.
Yep.
The music
they-
died for me.
They failed it tremendously.
Oh, it's been dead.
And as they do, and despite this, Roar comes up and grabs a hold of the rope too and starts pulling as well. And you're all making headway on this whole competition. So,
Mr. Negative Strength modifier coming in with a swole.
Okay.
Right? What the
Who-
fuck?
Okay.
Oh, good. Well, okay.
You're the deciding factor now.
I'm gonna use guidance on myself then.
How long does guidance last?
It lasts normally like 1 minute, but I think I could switch it over, couldn't I?
Does it say you can?
Let's see, 1 action, 1 minute. After they use it, it ends.
Okay. So, alright. So, you can go
So
ahead
in
and do that.
theory, yes,
Okay.
from that reaction you can.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay,
I'll allow
D20
it.
and a
Make it
D4. So 13 plus 3
Plus- Yep. So that's 16.
16.
or 15.
Well, 15. So 16.
16, yeah.
They rolled a 22.
Oh!
They're
It, as it sinks further in, I would like all three of you to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh
Shit.
boy, no.
Oh wait. So I use my saving throw modifier.
Yes.
Whew! 18.
Plus 6. 19. Awesome. 25.
25. All right.
Why am I getting bad rolls?
Oh no.
As the strong jerk happens, and the rope seems to, you let go of the rope from the sudden surprise. Nether goes airborne.
Oh god, no.
Oh, shit.
We're made out of fire.
And as this happens, you notice. See, where did it go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Da, 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 da,
Where
da,
did you come
da,
from,
da.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh no, not Nether.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. You notice
Oh,
six
no.
shadowy figures begin to swim up towards Nether.
I covered these.
Try to make it back to the shore.
Yeah. Can I just?
I would like for you
Oh
all,
shit.
and you see these creatures,
Oh no.
humanoid-like in features, to an
No,
extent,
we're
in their
fighting
shape,
them now.
but they're now emerging forth.
Oh. Please.
Alright, let me guess. Roll for initiative.
Why,
Are we
yes,
battling
you
this
will roll for initiative.
Fantastic.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Shit. There's no modifier on that,
Nope.
Kahime?
Nope. No modifier. I have a terrible dexterity strength.
Oh, nice one, Cadenza.
Well, not terrible, but not very good.
Okay, so what are we? So, all right, let's start from this. 21 and higher.
Cadenza.
That's Cadenza.
That's Cadenza.
Oh,
All
wait,
right.
I didn't roll for Neo. Should I roll
Yeah, go
for
ahead and roll for Neo.
Yeah, roll for Neo.
Cadenza was 22.
All right, 22. All right. Now,
Neo's a 4.
okay, 15 to 20.
Uh,
I rolled a 16.
yeah, Corn.
All right. Corn rolled a 16.
I think it's Neo and
All
Nether.
right.
And I rolled a 12.
10. Yeah, 9. Okay, so you rolled a 12.
Yeah,
Rorik.
Nether's 14.
Now there's what? 13?
14.
14. Okay.
Rorik's 12.
Rorik's
So Nether
12.
goes before Rorik, and then...
Yep.
Then
Then
it's
Neo.
Neo and then
Kihime.
No, then Neo, then Kahime.
yeah, Neo.
I was asking what Neo's number.
yeah, 4.
Neo's number is 4.
4? Alright.
And mine's 2.
Okay, Kihime, you got 2. Okay, let me make sure I got all this right. Cadenza, 22. Corn, 16. Nether, 14. Rorik, 12. Neo, 4. Kihime, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And now... Cadenza gets to go first.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, hold
Hold on. Whoops. I'm trying to fix this up. Sorry. did the wrong
So
thing.
wait, we can see all these things now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can see all these things.
So before I even do my regular shit, can I do a nature check to see if I...
That would be an action, I would think, because
I
we're in
would
the middle of
actually-
combat.
Let me think. I would consider that to be an action.
Cool, I'm doing it.
All right.
11.
From what you can tell, there are definitely creatures that dwell in this sort of environment. But outside of that, all you really know is that they were once.
You cut out.
They were once human.
Thing.
Holy shit, they rolled high.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So what do you-
they did.
So what are you doing for your? Are you gonna do anything else?
No.
Okay, their turn now. These three focusing on Nether. However, for this one, interestingly enough, is going to see. Okay. It's going to move towards Neo. And I would like everyone, except for Corn, roll. Actually, wait. Okay. So, I would like everyone except for Corn roll for a wisdom save.
Really?
Yes.
Well, D20 plus 1. And that 20.
Very nice.
Wow, I finally get a good roll.
Cadenza got a...
Alright. Fortunately for Cadenza, you failed. As
Oh, God. 6? Neo got a...
Neo failed as well. Unfortunately, you notice as its mouth opens up, almost like it was full, like part of it was folded, and you hear a and this shriek, like, starts piercing your ears, and it's enough so that it strongly impacts Cadenza and Neo as they are finding themselves clutching the sides of their head, trying to recover from this shriek. So you two are stunned until until its next turn. So,
Which symbols?
use the. I'll put it up for you.
That's the sleep one.
Nope, that's a sleep one. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one.
One.
That's just. I don't think we ever used stun. Had stun before, so
We have not.
we'll just use this. Because why not? So, close to the Pokemon's paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
So you two are, yeah, that happened. Now for, interesting, how, actually, yeah. This one's actually going to ignore you, Nether, and move towards the statue, along with this one.
Nether's just like, yes, go away, go away.
It's moving towards Cadenza. Right, first things first for you, Nether. You see as it emerges, you see what appears to be holding a battle axe.
What?
And it swings in an arc towards you.
Oh god.
Okay.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
The first attack misses.
I never had a real dinner so soon. Seriously?
the
Pork
second
nuggets
one-
and the...
What's your armor class?
13.
Rolled a 12. Got lucky there.
Oh my
And
god.
despite the fact you're in the water, the exact opposite of your element, you quickly flail around as you dodge the attacks from the creature. The other one gonna try to lash out at you. And yep, this one is actually going to take a bite at you.
Oh,
And you get, yep, you rolled 23
Holy shit!
what?
to hit. 2 hits, mind you.
Which means it was ultra successful.
Mhm.
Yep.
Very successful indeed.
And you take 8 points of piercing damage from the bite.
And I'm down.
What the? How?
That was fast.
How we
Because
did
we didn't take a long rest, we took a short rest.
Yep. That's
I rolled really
inspiration
bad
mode.
getting my health.
And that one missed. Alright. So now you see Nether's body just floating in the water. What are you all going to do now?
Well, it's Corn's turn now.
Yep, Corn's turn. What are you gonna do, Corn? You're on top of the statue and you see whatever these things were are now coming out. You're high up, so they can't reach you.
Right. About how high up would you say I am?
I would say, let me think. I'm trying to think of how high it is. See. Trying to do a little calculation here. Okay. I would say you're about because remember you're climbing up a pretty tall thing, so I would say it's about 250 feet.
I think I'm just gonna hold my action.
What are you holding?
Well, I actually don't. Let me look here. I'm gonna hold reaction, actually.
Okay.
That. Can I do that?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Alright. So, now with that, Nether, I'd like you to roll a death save.
Oh boy. How do I do those again?
Just to roll a 1d20.
Yep, just a d20.
Oh boy. Oh, this is...
First fail.
What? Oh my god.
Okay. Rorik, your turn.
Yes.
You see that Nether is down. You see all these creatures swarming. What are you gonna do?
All right. Is Nether still on fire?
No, because of water.
Okay. Well, I already have my arbalest loaded. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to shoot this one right here, the one that's like right next to
Alright,
Right
go
next
ahead
to
and
it.
roll your attack.
him. So that's roll 1d20 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Easily
Fantastic.
hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And then that's 1d10 plus 5. Oh,
Very nice. The
And-
bolt goes whistling towards. And actually, if I'm correct, that counts as a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get the sneak attack advantage thing.
Awesome.
Rogue. So
that does once per turn. I can deal an extra 3d6 damage to one creature. All right, awesome. So I just roll 3d6.
yep.
And add it to that. Not terrible.
But it's also, if I'm correct, it's also, isn't that when it's a sneak? Is it when a sneak attack?
Sneak
It's
attack
crit.
once per turn. You can deal 3d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or a ranged weapon. If you have advantage on the attack roll, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Okay.
So I basically just did 19 damage to that thing.
Yep.
And then my
And-
special, I have a special action too, right?
Your bonus action, yes.
My bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What I'm gonna do? Let me look this up real quick.
No worries.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. What is it?
Think.
What is it
Okay,
called?
Winnie the Pooh.
Think.
I've definitely been playing way too much Kingdom Hearts 3, man.
I don't have a PS4. I can't play it.
Trip.
I've been watching a playthrough of it. Oh my god, it's amazing so far.
Okay. If I were to, would I be able to have Silky like make a web or something to try and create a pathway or like a rope for Corn to get back
Unfortunately-
onto the shore or not?
Unfortunately, unless it says it about Silky
No.
having an ability, I can't.
Silky cannot make webs if my memory
Yeah.
serves me correctly.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of spiders that doesn't.
Okay. All right then. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to summon Silky back here.
All right. Where you?
That's
putting
gonna be
Silky?
my back here. That's gonna be
Okay.
my special action or bonus action or whatever it is.
Okay, let me find
Bonus.
Silky.
Yeah, bonus.
All right. So where are you putting him?
Right there.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So. All right. Now with that, Neo done. So he can't do anything. PMA, what are you going
Wait.
to do?
That's Neo's first turn though, so shouldn't he roll save?
Nope,
Okay.
not for this, unfortunately.
Had
Well,
to double check.
Yeah, but once it's its turn again, yeah, it'll be, the stun is no longer in effect.
I'm gonna use a level 1 healing word on Nether.
Okay.
That is a 1d4 plus 4, so 8 damage.
Oh, nice.
Or 8 health.
Very nice.
It's all gonna be taken away again once they get their next turn though.
And I am going to actually twin firebolt at the 2 nearest me. And one right by
Okay, which ones are-
Neo and one by Condensa.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so that's D20 plus 7. 16 plus
Easily hits.
and 15 plus 7. They both
15
hit.
plus. Yep, they both hit.
Okay, let me just put the font of magic. Okay, so that's 2d10, wasn't it?
All right.
Let me check again. Yeah, 2d10 on each. 7 on 1.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ooh,
13.
very nice. All right.
Nice.
Okay. Let me type this in real quick.
oh yeah, Nether, you did say put 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And the other one was 13. Very nice. And as the fire hits them, they seem to hiss and snarl at this flame. All right,
Sounds
Cadenza.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're stunned.
Yeah.
But now for both of you, it's going to be over.
Yeah.
But it's their turn, though. Unfortunately.
Blech.
So, as you are witnessing this, as these creatures emerge, you notice something large emerging from the depths.
Oh shit.
No.
What?
God. You know.
It's one that seems to, as you've seen with the others, they seem to be humanoid, but they have like fish-like traits. This one seems to
How
have
the-
lost all of it.
How the fuck did I not see that with my 20 roll? With my 20 perception?
Magic.
It appears
Stealth?
from the deep. Cadenza,
Yep.
is your language thing up?
Yes.
Okay, you are hearing this being spoken in Aquan.
What?
You hear this one point towards them and say, and you hear him say, "Bring me the trespassers, for they desecrate this place."
Puts her hands up for a second. Whoa. Whoa. We're only trying to bring it so that more worshippers actually idolize the artifact. The main-
Turns to look at you. I'm counting this as a free action, okay?
Yes.
Turns and looks at you, says, "Desecrate these waters. You desecrate this statue. No better than..." Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Someone's talking to me.
It just works like that.
If anything, I think that Neo and Korn would have a better, easier time convincing this thing if they could speak. If they could speak Aquan.
Okay, sorry about
yes,
that.
Neo no. Born yes, Neo no.
Okay.
That is a very good point. Can I make a persuasion check?
I just got back. What did I miss?
I want to do a persuasion to convince the big monster that we're just trying to bring the pearl so that more of the Lord of Twilight
Okay.
can.
More faith.
I'll let you do that,
Yeah.
but at disadvantage.
Oof.
Because he did say that you desecrated the waters.
I didn't mean to.
Oof.
Not bad, actually.
That's not bad at all. Watch this actually work. Oh my
He
god.
raises his hand to stop the onslaught for a moment. As you see one of them was ready to grab Nether by the throat and drag him down into the depths. It looks to you, Cadenza, and pauses. "Why should I believe your words, Tiefling?" Oh, hold on a sec. I'm sorry. Got another.
Wow.
We're just gonna have to wait for a bit.
Do, do, do.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do
do.
Okay. Finally, we're giving me a breather. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. So, so he asked you, and why should I believe your
I
words,
believe
Tiefling?
you.
What'd you say?
Medanza gestures up to Corn.
Mhm.
You see her? She is a Lord of Twilight. She understands the importance of the artifact. She wants it to be seen more by those like her. Versus down here, worshippers are mostly gone. Deceased.
They were deceased before we even came. Before they fell.
Had that had? What do you mean before they fell?
We worship, and we are the children of the maiden, the deep. For we coexisted with them. But much like those things, and gestures towards the floating insectoid that Rorik had tossed in. They've lost that. They've lost our trust.
Did they lose your trust by working with me here?
The beast of the caverns.
The beast is
No
gone.
loyal. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, I get with advantage this time.
Mm-hmm.
21. And 18. Come on.
All right.
21 twice,
So,
I was like,
because, and as he's about to speak up and look for a way to be finding that difficult to believe, you hold up a piece of the remnant of the bee here.
Wait, couldn't I just hold up the hide that I took?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The hide.
Okay.
Yeah, you hold up the hide, and it seems to be enough to make him tilt his head even more so. The tendril-like beard he has seems to sway a little from this. The beast of the caverns had made an agreement which led to this place to its demise.
So then it would be a good thing that we had these caverns then, correct?
He pauses. And you see that this whole time he's holding what appears to be like a harpoon in his claw.
Aiming it at Cadenza, no doubt.
Nope. Just holding it there.
Okay.
It looks to you, looks to the others. How will you prove to us that this will be treated with reverence?
Because once we are out of these waters, and Cadenza gestures again, they will be the only one handling the object.
As you're saying in the surface, Seeing is believing.
So you want to send a messenger with us?
I want you to show us. Show us how. Show us in any way possible that this is treated in a way as other holy relics should be treated.
How are we going to show you that?
He pauses. There is a tome.
Oh my god.
Cadenza's going to put her hand into her bag of holding and pull out the red tome that she grabbed earlier. Do you mean this one?
He pauses. Holds a hand out. Not even saying a word, expecting you to give it to him.
Cadenza just hands over the tome because she feels she's this.
And as you do this, he lets go of the harpoon, which seems to be sinking. And as this happens, he opens it. And as he opens this tome, a great surge of magic in the form of almost seems like a web filled with clouds and like cloud like very smoke, all the like clouds and smoke and everything just coming out all at once in the rich electric blue. But as it opens, you see that it looks you're seeing around you that's filling this whole room. Stars, constellations, galaxies. It's very much like, think of almost like a planetarium. But instead of it just being up in the sky, you can actually see it right in front of your face.
That's cool.
And as he holds it and looks to you, he gives a small smirk. It's been years since I've seen this. It's been years since it's been used. And he looks to each and every one of you before finally saying something that he's now speaking in
Common.
He's speaking once more, but it seems to be much more booming of a sound.
Is it in common?
No, it's not uncommon.
Oh.
Which means I'm the only one who can understand
He
it.
says to everyone else, sounds like this: "Osgurt on!" And as soon as he says that, the creatures stop their initial lunges and clawing and brandishing their weapons. Seem to take a much more at ease position, though still cautious as they look at each and every one of you. Yeah, the ones at the statues seem to stop climbing, but they still are waiting there at the base.
I'm just gonna call out real quick to the one that I shot and just say sorry in the off chance that it understands common.
He lifts a hand, and you just see a single finger.
Really? Really, Harold? Yes. I love it. I love these guys.
Are you sure they aren't your cousins?
Who knows? At this point, they might be.
Says the ones who live in this sanctuary believed that there was a holy matrimony between their god and the Maiden of the Deep. Because of this, we found ourselves more willing to have discussions. And we kept that relationship until it was lost by those who desecrate. For that reason, we've kept hold of this. And as he says that, you see what appears to be the pearl slowly rising from the waters, and just seems to be resting there, almost as if. And you know how heavy it was, Corn, but almost like just like as if it was like a beach ball on in a swimming pool. And from there, he looks back to Cadenza, still speaking in Aquan. With this tome, you are able to communicate. You are also able to visualize anything that you think will emerge from this tome. In a vision. And
What tome is Harold?
It's the tome of many things.
Shit!
Many things. Yes.
But he's basically saying it's like almost think you know that device from Treasure Planet?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Think like that.
The little orb thing that was a key to the planet.
Well, not the key to the planet thing, but you know what I'm saying, like how it visual is and
It was a
everything.
map.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you saw.
You are able to communicate with this. Bring it to the kinsmen of this place. Bring this as well as he pauses for a moment, thinking if he really wants to do it. No. We will keep this here. And he gestures to the pearl, but he hands you back the tome. Bring this to your to their kinsmen, who dwell within the dark. Show this to them. They will know. If you do this, we will allow it.
Cadenza nods in understanding. Kinsmen of the Dark, we have yet to find many who have not been turned the hag or otherwise. We've only found one. To find your kinsmen, do I visit them in this book and it will show me the way?
Welcome back, Neo.
Neo!
Shit, Neo lives.
Someone.
No, we don't have to deal with bootleg Neo.
Yes,
It was really
but-
funny.
Don't worry. So we'll be taking a break soon, but just for a moment, so we can catch up on Neo and everything.
Yeah.
But he paused. And so, what was it you were asking, Cadenza?
So, I said that it would be hard to, talk to the drow because many of them have turned, and we've only found one that has not, so that'll be harder to show. And I was asking if I use the book to find this guy's kinsman.
Let's see. He pauses and thinks. I'm trying to pull this up for you guys.
Are you gonna DM me what the fuck this book actually is?
Good question. Am I?
Well, I already, searched everything else,
Yeah.
so...
All right. Let's see. Okay. Look for one whose name is Althun. Yes.
Put it in the chat.
Yes, I will. Go ahead and do that now.
Thank you.
It says, look for the one named Althun. You might find him beyond the forest, along the surface. Althun is an unusual one.
And
You will
what-
know when you find him.
And what, may I ask, is your name? So when we find this Althun, because we do not just come out.
Alright. Let me get this dude's name. Pulling up all the
I'm
names.
such a terrible person. I successfully am
It's
rolled high
alright.
enough to go with it.
It's literally like that one Puffin Forest video where they're just like, "What's your name?"
Yeah,
What's your name?
exactly.
Zolgor, Zolkin. Zolkin's a demon name.
Yeah. Alright. Zolu. And I'm typing it in for you.
So okay.
It says Harold after typing in Cthulhu name generator.
No. Just pulling up all the DM notes here. Okay.
Oh, do you guys touch the fucking water?
They did.
Actually,
Yes.
Yes.
well, actually,
Okay.
Korn ended up swimming in
Okay,
it.
so bring this.
We'll
to
tell you in a
Althun.
minute.
You will find him in this land. And he seems to be struggling and actually, because you could definitely tell it's a name that you all will be able to even tell by it. It's just it's really hard for him to pronounce because
It's
actually he
not
doesn't speak common.
Oh,
Bring it up on the map.
Yep, I'm trying to get the map. Trying to get the map. Get the map.
yeah, the map. Where's the map? Where's the map?
Map. I'm the
Oh
map.
yeah, Cadenza has another magical item, and she has focus, but it's
Mhm.
a magical book.
Where is it? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, here we go. It is a land that is known for its waters. It's called Laurel. And you hear the word Laurel, and it's spelled Loril, and I'm getting the map.
I heard Yanny.
Yeah, you fucking beat me to.
Don't tempt me with stupid damage again.
On Rorik or Neo?
Both.
He said it.
It's a. You'll find. He says he enjoys staying in Biren. Biren. And for those who would live within the Empire, Jotonian Empire, you will know that Biren is the capital. Bring it to him, and then we will listen. And with that, they all submerge back into the depths, along with the pearl.
They took the pearl.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Well,
thought
that's
the
part of the
entire
deal.
was for us to take the pearl.
No, they said
No,
take
we're
the
taking
tome.
the tome.
Yeah, taking the tome.
We're taking the tome of many extra things.
Yeah, Harold.
The tome
what
of
the
knowledge.
Fuck is this tome?
Good question. What is this tome?
I have several questions.
Go ahead and take a
Wait,
break.
wait, Harold,
Go ahead and-
haven't-
go-
Harold,
Go
is
ahead.
this a homebrew tome?
Yes.
So,
Oh.
I'm at homebrew.
If we don't have a title tome,
Nope.
because it's
You just know it's just a mysterious tome.
Yeah.
Can you DM me all the things that this tome does? Because I'm not gonna remember.
I'll think about it. Anyways, go ahead and we're gonna
Please?
take a break. We're gonna take
Take
a
a break.
break so you can catch Neo up to date on what's happened. Okay? I'll be
Cool.
right I need to get more whiskey.
Neo, androids.
What?
Intermission.
I'm joking. I don't know if you know that one where Goku was towing
You went to
everything and he's like,
space while you were gone.
androids. South
You missed,
City.
you missed the coolest fight.
Yeah. Yeah, the coolest
You
fight that
missed
lasted.
me died again.
Yeah,
The coolest one
Nether literally just saw these fish people and just was like, "Take me," and just walked right into the water.
That is not what happened, okay? I got pulled in because we were tugging on a rope and I failed a dexterity save.
Are you sure it wasn't? Are you sure it wasn't just because you wanted to have a redneck family reunion?
They're not related to me!
At least far we know.
I
mean,
know they
he's on-
aren't.
He's on
okay.
fire.
Out of character, I know they aren't because his father is not anything near aquatic.
Also, he's on fire.
Yes, also, I am a fire boy. I am made out of fire. I am literally the human embodiment of fire.
Whatever. We just make fun
Fire,
of it.
and you need it into human.
Are we gonna continue telling jokes, or are we gonna let Neo know what happened?
What happened?
Well, let's see. We went over here, found a few more coffins. We found a random
be right
cove
back.
that has a whole bunch of junk in it.
Okay.
Let's see. Then we had Corn swim all the way out there, get a pearl, throw it into the water, which we tried to fish out, and
Oh, don't forget the fact that I climbed a 250-foot statue.
yeah, 250-foot statue. That happened.
Just making sure you guys aren't gonna start without me, all right? I'm gonna be right back.
We're not gonna start without you,
No.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Pull the microphone out of your throat.
And
I know. I
okay,
keep on telling him not to.
he threw the pearl down, which was tied to a rope that you were holding. Everyone except for, it was Neo and Nether failed. They succeeded.
Woo.
Their
The two strong boys.
there's-
I have my headphones on now. I'm back.
I think we should have asked the big dude how to open the coffin. We couldn't open it.
yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's
I
magically
still
sealed.
say that we should leave the sealed coffin alone.
Yeah,
So
Especially-
did Neil all caught up?
we're getting
Yeah.
closer. Especially with the giant monster that just came out of the water and said, "Stop desecrating everything."
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you get for desecrating things. I'd never desecrate anything.
I just picked up this mask, okay? It's not my fault.
I'm just gonna say, you know what's the worst part, Neo? I actually, when I was puppeting you, I had him say stuff like "burn the book." So why not break open the coffin? I mean, they're drow.
I mean, hit the nail on the head, but wow.
Oh boy.
It was so funny though. Oh my god.
Okay,
I'm
and
gonna have
what
to go back and watch.
Captain, do any of us understand, or is it just Cadenza that understood what Captain Big
It's
Cunt
just
thought?
Yeah, Cadenza only
Oh, good.
understood it. We're completely out of the loop on that. We don't know exactly anything except that
all
it
you
said
heard,
L'Oreal.
all you heard was the province and the cap.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you understood, anyways.
I don't even know what those places are from here.
Yeah, me neither.
If you're from Jotonia, you'll know it.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
What was
Okay.
supposed to be. Oh,
Oh, I was just gonna say like how Mason jokes like, "Are you sure they aren't your family?" Originally, I was gonna go with a water genasi.
oh, by the way,
Oh.
Keiko.
Yep.
Go ahead and add divine inspiration. Because of what you did with that whole thing with the statue and the pearl.
He
Very
counts,
nice.
Yeah, he counts all this. This was your fault. You did this to us.
What do you mean add divine inspiration?
There's this little box that says inspiration. Just click on it.
Oh,
Yeah. Divine
But maybe-
inspiration is what dungeon masters give to players as a reward for things such as like
good
such as
roleplay.
being in character, creativity. For me, I liked the creativity and all that, so that's what I'm giving it divine inspiration.
okay.
So you get an extra d20 to roll. It basically works like advantage. If you fail something, you can choose to roll on that inspiration
Really helps with your lucky
Can I
feat
use
too.
it?
once.
Yep, it's only once.
It's a one-time deal. Yeah, what was supposed to be a 3-hour-long tattoo session turned into 6 hours
All right.
because that was my cherry getting popped with tattoos and wah, shit hurts. It's painful.
Okay, so shall we continue?
I think Rorik's not here right now.
Oh, okay, we'll
I'm
wait
back.
for Rourke.
What?
Welcome back.
Thank you. Up to date.
I'm half tempted to pour myself some wild turkey. The 101.
Is Neo up to date?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be
Do you
back
want
in
to
just a
pour your
second.
wait? Do you want to pour yourself the wild turkey because of me?
No, I actually want to drink wild turkey because I've had 2 weeks of nonstop work.
Oh, you're telling this to somebody who works 7 days a week, bud.
No, I actually did. Yeah, I actually did work on week, so that's why.
I work 7 days a week.
Yeah,
Every week.
I know.
Not a dick fighting contest. Calm down.
Oh man.
Oh my god, guys, I think I found Nether's theme song.
Oh no, run away.
I thought we already found that one.
I thought he did.
No. This is definitely.
But yes, Neo, they touched the water.
Yep.
I didn't mean to touch the water. I was forced to touch the water.
Oh man. I kind of feel like playing a new character, sadly, but whatever.
I was about to go into my D&D Beyond and be like, all right, where's my dwarf girl?
Oh god. Oh
Pull her
god.
out.
Oh come on! It can't be as bad as the halfling that I had to
Is
play
Nether
with.
into dwarf women?
Yes.
No, I was. I mean, who knows? He hasn't met one.
People are already saying, "Are you sure that that's not your cousin or something?" With the fish people.
Seriously, if he was a water Gnazi, maybe.
Oh, he.
Is Mark back?
It can't be as bad as the dwarf that I played with in another game.
Oh no, just. I hope you guys all know that if Nether dies, I'm replacing him with a dwarf girl, and her voice is going to be really high pitched.
Eh.
Oh god.
Again,
That's
that's.
the Raleigh voice that I use whenever I want to, like, just mess with people.
No god.
It's basically the little girl voice, but it's, like, a bit more anime-ish, and it's really cute.
I don't know. That sounds like the barmaid from my other game. And that's like a New Yorker kind of accent, actually. Apparently. Apparently. I heard that exact voice, and it was. And she's like, yeah, that sounds just like my friend from New York. And I'm like, okay. That's weird.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Hey, that sound like me.
oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're here for this, Neo, but one of them flipped off Roar.
Yeah, one of them did flip off Nor.
After he apologized, he's just like, I don't know if they know common, but I'll yell sorry. It's just, you see in the distance, one of them holding a single finger up.
Oh, boy.
Alright, so shall we get started now?
Is
I'm
Rourke
assuming
here?
Rourke will be back.
Okay,
later.
I guess.
So, I just wanted to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
Even though we said that we wouldn't start without him.
Oh, well.
Oh, you said you wouldn't start without him?
He told us
He'll get over it.
that, but you know
Yeah,
what?
well, he
Screw
can.
him.
He can sulk over it. I don't care.
Yeah, he can join in halfway for all we care. We don't need him.
Okay. So, with that, so now with the, yeah, after this sudden scare, you all find yourselves once more alone. The entities of the deep are no longer are within your within your line of sight. They're no longer bothering you, but they seem to sink deep into the
Cadenza's
darkness.
putting the fancy weird tome many things whatever into bag of holding.
All right.
Is anyone still in the water?
Yeah, another still in the water.
Another
Hey, Nether, come here. You need a hand to pull you out.
Just gonna swim over.
Monkey grip you out of the water.
Oh, Rourke's
I'm
back.
back.
I think. Yep, Rourke's back. Good. We're just starting.
Oh, we
Okay, awesome.
literally just started.
Yeah.
You started without me.
Here we I thought that being
Alan-
in the water would harm you.
Meanwhile, and you see Hallis appear once more, and seems to be laughing. You're bald.
Bald!
Hey, don't make fun of my strong friend.
The one that
I'm
got
not
pulled
bald,
into
I'm
water.
not there.
And as you
I
say
said
this,
I'm
and
here,
as you
that's
say
what I'm
this, Neo, Hallis turns upside down and looks at you in a playful manner and says, "Are all strong people bald?"
Yes.
I'm not bald.
wow.
I'm not bald. I have hair, it just catches on fire.
Oh no.
He's gotta
Well,
get the water out of his system and he'll be fine.
let's get Gorm back over here and leave. We gotta leave now.
Already emo haircut. It's literally he's even
Oh,
more
no.
emo now. It's just over one eye, and it's like he's just
Extra emo.
You know I gotta do it. You know I gotta do it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Check in the chat, in the Great Pandemic chat.
80s.
If it'll load, there it is.
You're all
Anyways.
terrible people.
We are. Okay. So, with that, what are you all going to do now?
I still have several questions.
Yeah,
Starts
Cadenza,
with
what was happening?
Yeah.
in the fuck?
You were talking to it. What did it have to say?
We have another side quest.
What?
We have to retreat the dignity. We have to show this book to one of his brethren in the capital of the Draconic Empire.
In the province of Laurel.
I don't know where that is. Ow.
It's not Draconic, it's Dratonia, isn't it?
It's what?
Dratonia or something like that. I don't think it's called Draconic, is it?
Is it Draconian?
Dratonia, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, but still,
Okay. Now.
it's late, man.
Yep, I know. That's fine.
Maybe we should head our way out of here then and meet up
I
with
would
the
agree with
other
that because fuck this cave.
I'm kind of getting
Well-
tired of the cave too.
You know, it's funny, those fish people were still more amicable than fucking Drow.
Still more what?
Amicable.
Oh.
That's a pretty
Yeah,
big word
well,
for you there,
yeah.
Neo.
I'm not dumb.
Alright. So you're all heading out of the
Because
cave?
I was able
Yeah.
to persuade them.
This is literally the first time that we've actually ended a conflict with persuasion.
You're welcome.
I beg to differ. I have persuaded many things with my axe.
exactly.
With words and not violence. As we walk away, I'm gonna wave again to the one that I had shot.
It's already gone.
It's already cool.
Yeah. It's already,
already
gone,
gone.
but as it sank down, you still see the single finger.
You know, I
So-
love these fish people a lot.
You know, even though one of them
Do
almost
we-
killed me,
Should,
they're pretty decent.
At
should
least
we,
they're not Drow.
well, should we go back and meet up with the other group or try to find another way out?
Didn't they already fuck off back to the fortress or something?
I'm not
No.
sure.
Can we tell them
Oh,
this
we
story?
can just
We
go
didn't
out the
tell
way we
them.
came in then. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're going back out the way you came in?
Alright.
All right. So
We're
as you
not
all make your
exploring the rest of it.
Huh?
I thought there was other stuff to explore still.
No, we
Whatever
pretty
you guys
much
decide.
explored it, didn't we? I mean, there was this loop area. I don't think it goes out anywhere, does it?
I don't know.
I seem to have lapsed memory.
It's like he was just driven up by an AI, huh?
Yeah.
So- So are you all heading out, or are you?
Neo just had an out of body experience.
So I'm assuming that we're all that you're all heading out then,
Aye.
or what are you
Yep.
guys doing?
All right. With the Geronimo, I'm gonna jump from the statue into the water.
Okay, go. And as you do that, I would like you to make what would this be considered? I would like you to make an acrobatics check.
That sounded so.
Okay.
What would this be considered? That's what that sounded like.
Okay. So you're able to jump off, and you make you got a good amount of distance between you and the rocky outcrop that you're able to splash right into the water without becoming a blood pudding.
And that's why I was saving my reaction.
I see.
All right. And I assume you make your way over and there.
Yep.
And you're all heading out, correct? Or staying here, or what's going on?
Well, I'm leaving.
We're leaving.
You're leaving? Okay. Leaving it is.
We gotta head back to where the rest of the sentinels are.
Yep.
Or the wardens, yeah. The
Yeah.
warden.
Yeah, the Sentinel's the leader.
Yeah.
So
You're
as
gonna
you
have to
all-
remind me that every single time I talk about them, because I literally have the worst memory.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. But as you all, and so you all make your way back, and Hallis continues. Begins to lead you all to the exit and down the right direction to the to where you were before, where you met with the others of his kind. And as soon as you make your way to the colony of the colony of Flumps, turns to look at you and says, "Well, I believe this is where we depart for now."
Unless you want to come along.
Mason beat me to it.
We know acquire more fucking
As much
debt.
as much as that would fascinate me, my place is down here.
You haven't.
I have my own responsibilities here.
We
Would
appreciate
one of
what
your
you
friends
did.
like to come with us?
Oh my fucking god. No one's coming. Leaving.
Why are you
The
You
boy's
guys-
standing behind
you both
Cadenza,
know-
pushing her out. Let's go, everybody out now.
And as you're all being pushed, as all of you are heading out or being pushed out, you hear in your mind the series of farewells, as along with the various blinking lights, as if it was almost like you're you're going down past a house that had a whole bunch of flashing Christmas tree lights.
The rave.
It's a rave.
It's a rave.
My flying,
A flumpy raid.
my flying friends, we are leaving
I'm-
now.
I'm gonna just stop and just stare at the flump for just a few moments and say, "You sure you don't want to come along with us?"
Oh, for
Oh
fuck's
my
sake.
god.
Oh, boy.
So for the record.
Well,
You have familiars already.
No.
But I already lost one.
Could
To
you
a
please
hentai
not
monster.
give familiars, are you-
You still have two.
All right. And as you make your way out, you see the
I didn't get a response.
Using your
you see the wardens there, and they're all looking at you, and
Hello.
some of them seem to look a few of them have a look of what the heck took you all so long, and then you have some that are looking at you a little perplexed, confused, and then you see Ferdal. He looks at you all. He's just like, well, and I thought we looked like shit.
What the fuck are you on about?
And then he gestures to all of you guys being scarred and bloodied up from the battles that happened.
Never felt better.
Cadenza nods for a moment. Quite a bit happened.
I don't know what HP I'm on.
Well, let's go ahead and...
Actually, I'm no bloodier than I used to be.
You're 55 out of 70.
Wow.
You didn't be.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Neo didn't really get hit on that really all that much.
Well,
Cadenza didn't either.
Perhaps we should head back to the helm, or do you wish to? I don't know. Are you still going to be searching for the shepherd?
I don't think we need to.
I don't think we'd find the new shepherd down here.
Don't think we'll find the new shepherd down here, but
shepherd.
Keep in mind, he doesn't know anything about the status of the shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Neither do we really.
He doesn't.
He knows jack crap about what's going on.
His wife didn't tell him.
Well, no, because they didn't have time.
We should probably let them know what's going on with their boss.
With the shepherd, then.
We should probably.
You remember though, the Sentinel did say that they should keep this on the down low.
Oh, okay. We'll keep it on the down
Right.
I'm just gonna say in a stage whisper so that the wife can, the husband can literally hear me say, "Oh, so the wife she didn't tell him about her and Nether."
Fuck's sake.
Trying to start something. Let's just head back.
He looks to you, Rourke, and says, "Believe me, out of everyone that lives within the Empire, I don't think I need to worry about him."
Ooh, burn. I'm gonna start climbing the wall. Hurry the fuck up, we got places to be.
Yeah, let's...
You have the rope, so you don't need to...
I don't need rope.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Seriously?
I climbed this whole wall half the way up while we were fighting the fucking bee. You think I need rope?
Well,
Cadenza is the one who needs rope. She was the one brought down by the Bahir in the first place.
I don't know how I feel about Cadenza needing rope.
In bed.
As you all make your way up and you make your way back to the helm, there's a sense of relief and quite a bit of hope within the atmosphere. And even though that there was some losses against the beat here, and also some of the losses you all have discovered in that monastery, there seems to be a bit of a silver lining in just the overall mood of everything. And as you make your way back, you notice that it's fairly close to dawn. And you all continue making your way towards the helm without any sort of issues or confrontations. You do see every now and then one of the Spriggans, but they don't seem to be paying much attention to you all. You make your way to the helm. You find a few things. The first thing you notice is, as you're making your way to the helm, you notice that the bodies there that had been not buried, they're still not buried, but they're no longer in single pieces.
Well, that's just fucking rude.
I miss these
were
little
all
quips.
the chopped up soldiers that had fled, from what you can tell. And you're continuing making your way up. It seems they finished burying the dead and have made their way to now reconstructing the walls of of the helm. During this time, you all see some of the wardens that are watching you all pass by seem to be a little surprised.
That we're
You see-
alive?
Very much so, actually.
Oh, yay.
And as you're making your way, they notice that they notice that a lot of people are back and that they're here. And as you're walking past, some of the warden that are with you all start saying like how they defeat, like they all had worked together to defeat the Behir. And soon enough, the mood and atmosphere seems to be on the up and up. To while it's not like super cheery, happy, joy like as a celebration in the village, it is a calm and
Like a giant weight lifted.
yes, a giant weight lifted from each and every one of them. So
I would like to point out that we have not had a sleep in a long fucking time, and I'm tired.
That was good,
Yeah, maybe we should.
I'm tired and hungry. Let us find food, drink, and sleep.
Yes.
all right.
I'm with that.
And as you
Wholeheartedly.
easily, you guys all find food, drink, and sleep. And here, I'll bring this image up. Not, we're talking about the helm, anyways.
Damn. Is that minus Ethel?
Might as well be. But as you all, food is easily prepared for you. You notice that because of this joyous occasion, that they seem to be bringing out the better food. No longer is it the ration based stuff that you all are used to on your travel, but now it's more of the rich sort of meats that are the tender, soft, and just right off. You could just eat it right off the bone without any. It feels very similar to that of a nice warm hot meal.
That shit.
What?
It's tender as fuck.
Yes, it is. So, the soups, the various kinds of breads from the region. They're even pulling out the wine because they're quite happy and relieved. And during this, and you're all just having an awesome time, just enjoying the food, the scenery, even a few of the songs that are being played, and even a few that are in your name.
What the fuck?
Huh?
For not only mentioning your heroism in the Battle of the Helm.
Oh, great. There's going to be a
Thank you.
story about me getting eaten.
But as you're all enjoying this time, what would you like? Is there anything you would like to do?
I want to go and discuss payment. I want to discuss payment. I want to get paid for killing this big here.
First of all, I would like to take a moment to just look around and think about what we've been through in the past week.
Mm-hmm.
All come together as quite a good team, taking out a lot of very dangerous creatures and people. We killed a fucking Behir not 12 hours ago. Took out some hags and some witches, undead fucking were creatures, undead, weird shit all around, and most of us are still standing. I say most of us because two people can't be here right now. But even though we have our losses, we keep moving forward because that's who we are. I don't. 2-3 weeks ago, I didn't know any of you except Cadenza, but now I feel like most of you are family.
Aw.
And you'll get there eventually, Corn.
Do I have to?
Yes.
And as soon as you ask, a voice of Little Flame that perks out and says, "Yes, you will, whether you like it or not."
Wait, Little Flame's here again?
Yeah, where the
He's-
fuck did Little Flame come from?
He was
He's-
hanging out of the fucking fort.
Yeah, he was at the helm the whole time.
Motherfucker, what?
We weren't able to convince him to go with us this time.
Thanks for the follow.
But yes, Little Flame is here, and yeah, he decided it wasn't the best idea to go after the bee here himself.
Out of character, I just heard Makoni saying thanks for the follow. It made me think how hysterical it would be if there's like a video game where you could choose your class as Twitch broadcaster. When you get a follower, you just say thanks for the follow.
All right, so yeah, as you talk about the stories and everything, and like the stories of your adventures down there, mentioning the flumps and how, and just everything that happened. Is there? I'll ask this one more time. Is there anything you like to do before you sleep?
About
A
how-
nice hot bath.
All right.
How about a question for Cadet?
I-
About how far into the night does she leave to go and have a bath?
What?
About
How far into the night?
do you leave to go and have a bath?
It's actually daytime.
What
Oh,
about even that too?
It's dawn.
Yeah.
She
Wait.
falls asleep in the bath.
So, wait, is Neo asking that, or are you asking?
No, I'm asking that. Hi, how are you?
Okay, so that's Draconia asking, not Neo asking.
Yes.
That's an OOC question. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, because, Cadenza is still slightly disgusted by being literally handled by the Bahir and a fucking tentacle monster recently.
How bad do you think it is about being handled by one and being eaten by a Behir?
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I had prestidigitation and mending.
Alright, so as soon as Cadenza gets up to walk off, Neo's gonna grab her by the arm, pull her down, plant one on her, and just go, I'm glad you're alright. And he's gonna walk to bed.
Cadenza smiles at Neo. I'll join you soon.
And by plant one on her, I mean he kisses her.
Yeah, that's why Cadenza's smiling.
Oh boy.
I'm just picturing Rorik just like clapping it. I'm like just staring at him like,
Was that Mason clapping?
yes.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to fake vomit over in fake vomit.
Oh, this between a tiefling and a Goliath?
I'm rolling perception. Or not perception, performance. That was my performance.
No,
Four.
no, we're not
Just
going
love in
there.
general.
I just attract the attention of literally everybody from my loud claps. Just.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
Well.
all right. So, what about you, Nether, and Kihime and Korn?
You know what?
I'd like to see if there are any weapon shops open.
Okay, so from what you remember is that there are no there.
Ah,
is this-
Korn was a prisoner. Korn
Yeah.
doesn't know that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like from the initial, like glancing around, you didn't really see any the sort of place that actually sells weapons because this is more of a military outpost than anything. So all of their weapons, you can, from what you can tell, are within the armory itself, and even then, it's mostly the kind of weapons that are the traditional sword, the bow and arrow, and the and the spear.
Well,
They
I'm
don't
looking
really-
for a bow.
For like bow and arrow.
That's what I'm
Okay.
looking for.
All right. Well, and since you were one of the people who helped out, they don't really see much of a need to make you pay for just the bow. So, as a way of saying thanks, they give you a bow.
Kind of bow.
It's going to be let's see. It's going to be a short bow.
Nope.
Which still has some good distance.
Yeah.
Not his Kensei weapon though, sadly.
Another.
My Kensei weapon is my
Yeah.
great.
Oh, it's a great bow. Okay.
It's
Well, yeah,
longbow. He
whichever
said
one,
longbow.
whichever bow will allow you, you can use. So basically that.
Okay. So longbow.
Yeah. So as you were saying, Nether?
As soon as I see Little Flame, I'm just gonna hug him and just be like, bro, I missed you.
Okay. Choking, not breathing.
Died. I
can't
almost
breathe.
died. Oh, sorry.
I'm I'm gonna glance over at Korn, who's now holding the bow. I'm just gonna be like, watch it.
Hey man, I'm an archer too, so.
I
Oh,
just
man.
do knives.
Little Flame just stares. What? So, I'm guessing you all are done, or are you continuing on your adventure?
Well, I mean, aren't we gonna take a long rest for now?
Mm-hmm.
Rest it up.
And what are you doing after you rest? 'Cause you just fought a giant lizard.
By the way, that's Little Flame asking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What are we gonna do? I mean, we got the quest. More quests now. We missed out a lot, man.
To be
We
fair,
missed out on the
condenser
cute
in the
little
order.
floaty thing. They were called Plumps, and they were really cute, and I thought I was getting along really well with them. Until that dumbass elf came along and tried to steal my chance of finally earning their trust. And then I got dragged away, and
You
then
steal
I
people's trust even before before you even have to say a word, Nether.
Like, I mean, I got along so well with them. They glow. I glow. It was like meant to be, man.
You're not glowing, you're burning.
They were so interested in me.
Mm.
oh
They were interested by the fire. Oh, I'm so glad.
Isn't that what you say about the women too?
Yes.
They aren't interested in the fire, sadly.
What are they interested in then? Obviously, it's not your personality.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh. Alright, you know what?
Burn.
I mean, look at his strength stat. That goes for something else.
I'm letting you get away.
I tend to say it, but I'm not gonna say it.
I'm letting you get away.
Roll for performance.
well,
At that
No.
point, Cadenza's already out of the bathroom.
If you
That shit.
make it worse. Roll for stealth.
No. Anyways. So,
That's terrible, Mason.
yes.
Yes.
Like,
Anyways.
not in good taste. Don't, please.
Okay. I retract that. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Thank you.
You missed a lot, and just things happened. But
Well,
we got another quest,
yeah.
which is?
Multiple.
which is okay. So there were these like aquatic beings, and then there was this really big one. Kind of looks like this thing called Cthulhu. I don't know if you know what that is.
What's a Cthulhu?
You know what that is?
Do you know what that is?
I don't know what a Cthulhu is.
I don't know what a Cthulhu is either. It just came to my mind. I think the gods are talking to me, and they're like,
You're an atheist!
I know! This is scary.
Okay, time to put
gotta-
Nether in a home.
We got a paranoid schizophrenic here.
I know, man.
He's still way too fucking horny all the fucking time.
Nah, but so it was like this really tall dude. I couldn't understand what the heck he was saying, but apparently Cadenza could. And he had like tentacles and stuff. He was holding like a big trident, I think. But anyways, there's this book and it's magic, and Cadenza has it. And there was this pearl and a big statue, and that pearl was from. And I think I'm just rambling now, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't-
you're rambling. You're very much rambling.
Yeah.
But I'm used to you rambling by now.
Yeah,
So,
you're a good friend.
what is this? But then, what's all this deal about the shepherd? Is this still need being taken care of?
Yeah, that's still top priority, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But without the here, maybe we can at least get some answers from that fairy dragon.
Oh yes, one of the two familiars that the elf has.
Hopefully this time it's not going to be completely useless.
Boy.
Alright. So,
Hmm.
and that's a perfect segue to Rorik with Ananias.
I wanted to go and get paid.
They don't pay you for this.
Ananias
anyway.
actually plops down on your head and is worried about payment.
A bit.
I don't understand you, or anyone for that matter. Even after all these years, I still can't comprehend you human.
Like,
I'm just gonna look up at him and say, "You see that bread? If I want that bread, I need some of this," and I bring some gold out of my pocket. And if I need,
Why do you even need that if you need to get bread? If you want bread, you just take bread.
Oh.
I'm just like, you're right.
Oh.
I rest my case.
No. But at the same time, I'm trying to set a good example for Neo over here, who doesn't really have a strong opinion of infrastructure or things like that.
Neo and Cadenza are in bed asleep. What are y'all talking about?
Oh, okay. Fine, I'm just gonna say his name then. I'm trying to set a good example for Neo, who doesn't really think very much of infrastructure.
You don't
No.
seem to think much of anything.
fuck you.
He says in his sleep, he's just snoring. He's like, fuck you.
Well, since the Behir has been taken care of, now there's only one thing left to do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking as Ananias?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure because the voice changed.
Oh, so yeah, that my throat is acting funny.
Take
I
a
was
shot
gonna-
and then keep going. We don't condone underage drinking, guys.
No,
I
we
just-
don't.
I just nod, and I'm gonna say, I know how you. I know the way you feel.
Not underage in Australia.
Yeah. It's strange as this may sound. She's very much like a daughter to me. She has a brother,
Mm-hmm.
but she lost communication with him long ago. From what I'd understood, they had a really strong relationship.
Is there a possibility that he could be a replacement, and he could be the shepherd instead?
Unfortunately, he does not meet the qualifications. Well, yes, he is an Eladrin, like her. He is not exactly in tune with the forest as much as she is.
Hmm. Well, it's unfortunate that you're gonna that this is the way that things have turned out.
It was probably going to happen eventually, but it's just so is life. There are some things that are out of our control, and it's part of the natural cycle of things.
I'm just gonna stand there and nod for a few moments, agreeing with him, and then I'm gonna say, you know, I've quite enjoyed your company around here. I honestly wouldn't mind if you would stick around for a bit longer, to be honest.
Well, I'm still going to be around because I need to ensure that this goes smoothly.
And what exactly is this? And I'm gonna gesture my hands in a way to like.
The transferring of her becoming the shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
If it, from what we've seen, it's fairly grave situation we are in overall, and if this, I honestly feared that something may happen. Call it just whatever you humanoids call it, but I have a feeling something is going to happen before we see it through successfully.
Well, if anything stands in the way of this happening, then I'll make sure. Then I'll make sure to get in the way of that.
As long as she is all right in the end, that's all that matters to me.
All right. So, I guess what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start heading over, seeing if I can find the sentinel, while with Ananias just like on my shoulder or on my head or wherever he's sitting.
It's on your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on your head. But as you look for him in the office, you notice that he's not there, but instead he's actually. You look around for him for a moment. You hear from a few people that he's gone this way or that way, but then you finally find him in the courtyard, and he seems to be busy for a moment training one of the new recruits, which appeared to be a half-orc, and it seems that they're in a fairly it's a situation where you can tell like the teacher's the one who's obviously trying to put the cocky one in this. As you see what appears to be like a regular sparring match going on, just fists, and just walloping on each other, but easily. It's clear that the Sentinel became a leader for a reason, not only for his intelligence but also for the strength he carries as a bugbear.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna walk up, but I'm gonna stand at a safe distance with my arms crossed across my chest, and I'm gonna wait patiently and just see how this match goes.
Yeah, it's obviously that there's no competition in this whatsoever, as he easily just takes him down. It takes the half-orc down to the ground. The Sentinel turns and looks at you. Says, "Well, seems you're still up."
It's hard for me to really get any sleep, though there were a few things that I wish to discuss with you about the Behir.
Which is?
Well, I was wondering if me and my companions would be receiving payment. Except for Corn, of course. Her payment would be freedom.
Which is granted to her. As for the payment, we have sent it to... Because if I remember correctly, that you were hired by the guild, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So we've sent whatever funds that we've had to the guild, and it will be there for you to collect.
All right.
Once this shepherd has been resolved.
Okay. That's
in
good
the end,
news.
Yeah. In the end, this is all what it's for. Preserve the forest, the province, the empire.
Mm-hmm.
All comes down to the shepherd.
I'm gonna take a look at the half-orc on the ground and wonder why it was so difficult, why it was such an easy fight for the Sentinel. And say, would you mind if I sparred with you for a bit?
The half-orc looks up at you.
No, I'm saying it to the Sentinel, not to the half-orc.
Sentinel. Okay, the Sentinel.
Yeah.
Okay. The Sentinel turns and looks at you, gives a small smirk, and says, "Well, you certain about this?"
Just don't go too easy on me.
All right. So, the way this is going to work, we're going to. So we will be rolling for unarmed strikes. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to be a best of 3. All right.
Best of 3. All right.
So.
Oh no.
All right. So
Okay.
as you all. So he still seems to be ready and cracks his neck a little bit before looking to you. Well, shall we begin?
Definitely.
Yep. All right. So go ahead and roll for an unarmed strike.
All right.
And what we'll do is we'll compare the two
Yeah.
rolls, and then from there, we'll decide. Best of 3. Ready?
All right.
And go. What was your roll?
There's a 16.
You rolled a 25.
Holy shit.
And there's he stands there ready for you, and just like says, and even gestures for you in a gentlemanlike fashion to go ahead, be the first strike. And as you swing, he easily sidesteps and then just elbows you across the face,
Shit.
knocking you to the ground before. And you see like the other ones just like some of them chuckling, others are just like ooh. And the bugbear just smirks and says, "Come now, this can't be what defeated the Behir."
Can I use my uncanny dodge?
That's because it wasn't what defeated the bee.
Let's see. Remind me what uncanny dodge does again.
It just halves the attack damage against me.
Oh, okay.
When
No,
I
it's
attack
not
it,
even attack. They're like, I'm not even rolling damage.
yeah, I was just joking with that a
Okay.
bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll again. First one to the sentinel.
Actually, what am I able to roll for stealth so I can see if I can get a sneak attack on him?
Say so. You mean this is
I'm
a straight up
thinking.
fight?
Well, it's a one-on-one sparring match, so and
Yeah.
it's with fisticuffs, so I will have to say no on that one. Okay, go ahead and roll again.
So, just roll for the hit, or
Yes,
Am I-
we're using the unarmed strikes to.
all right. Damn it! I wish I could have done it with stealth. It's like the only way I can beat this guy, I guess. Jesus. Oh wait. Oh shoot. Never mind. That wasn't the right one.
All right, go ahead and fix that.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 2. That was the stealth roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, remember you're using unarmed strike to hit, correct?
Yeah, unarmed strike. Yeah, that's just a 1d20 plus 2.
Oh, for you it's 1d20 plus 2. Okay. Go ahead.
Shit.
Oh, and as you swing again with your legs this time, just trying to sweep under him, he easily lifts up a leg with great ease and then just side kicks you.
Oh shit.
It's clear that you're probably a bit beat from what's happened overnight,
Holy shit.
and he just looks at you and just says, "Well, perhaps next time, a bit more rested."
I'm gonna smirk and say, okay, maybe you could have gone just a little easier on me.
All right, so I'm assuming everyone's now doing the long rest.
Yeah.
All right.
First,
Yep.
I
Yes.
would like to find a fire and burn one of my insect mandibles.
All right. So you go ahead and do that, and it will count to. And let me look up the how many piety points you get for that. And for you, you get... Yeah, so you get 2 piety points. And for you, Neo, you also uphold... Since you're upholding the tenants, you get an additional piety point, and you get an additional piety point. Well, okay, go. Corn.
Kime?
Alright, and Kihime as well.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Alright. So, with that, you are all take the time to rest and go ahead and take the long rest, everyone.
Yep.
I don't even need to. I'm still on full health.
I wanted my spells back, man.
Yeah, me too. I was like, 2 first level spells left? Ah,
So, I just like put it in a notepad that I have piety points, or
Yeah, just put it in a notepad or something.
notes, notepad, anything. Just make sure you know where it's at.
If I'm correct, Neo, you now have 10, correct?
Let me find my notebook and check.
Alright.
Where the hell I put that? Fuck. I cleaned my... Oh, there it is. It's right where I thought it was. I have... Nope. 7.
Okay, you gain an additional one. Actually, read... Yeah. So you do get an additional one for because of that day.
How many do I have now then?
So, let's see. There was that one, and you made a if I'm correct, you made a sacrifice of one, correct?
Pretty sure I did.
So then you would have had an additional 2 then. So you would be at 10.
I'm at 9.
With the
I've got
3?
Then he was at 7.
I have 7.
Yeah, and then I said that because I didn't know if you had the sacrifice, so that was additional 2, and then uphold the tenant, which was for this day, so you gain a 1 as well, so 3.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so you have 10.
Everybody remember to remove 1 ration.
Yeah, I've already.
Well, you don't need to. We don't need to because you're in the helm.
Yeah, in the helm, you don't need to.
Oh, okay.
We're not, in the woods
So-
or whatever.
So Neo, since you have 10, you can choose to roll now on a d6, and you just reserve that for the reserve whatever you get for the for whenever you want to use it.
Yeah,
So kind of like how you do with Divine Inspiration.
Hang on a sec. So I roll a d6.
Yep. Let's see what you got.
5.
All right, a 5. Okay, so let me pull this up.
Believing in God helps.
Let's see.
Just slathered my tattoo.
Let's
in
see.
innocent cream.
So, let's see. Okay, so this is. So on the chart, you rolled a 5. You get the commune with nature.
Okay. hang on a
Here it is, and and because of this, you can cast it whenever, and you don't need to worry about opponents.
sec. And that's a one-time use thing, yeah?
It's a one-time use thing, yes.
Got it. The commune with nature. Now I can speak with both plants and animals.
And you also will know the terrain. Like, you'll know, like, the back of your hand.
Cool.
Okay, Cadenza doesn't have that one. The speak with plants Cadenza can do.
But yes. So yeah, and so now with that,
Oh shit,
We're
that's
all-
a 5th level spell. Heck.
it pays to worship a deity.
Yeah, boy.
Meanwhile, the atheists are just over here.
Jesus.
Alright, so now that you all are well
Yeah.
rested up, I'll ask you guys first thing as players. Do you still want to continue a little longer, or would you like to?
I think I can go for another hour.
You guys, if you guys want to drop off, that's fine.
It's East Coast for me. It's 1 in the.
Yeah, we might want to drop it here so the cadenza can get some sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Rest
East
in peace,
Coast.
Cadenza.
Nah, that's no problem.
Fine.
Did you just
Next.
say rest in